jumpstart the process of removing any of unwanted or unfavorable matters. The coward whispers. Nakash knew the power of God and surely knew his own limitations, so he whispered, Mahash, who is that devil in the high grass? It is and can be anyone, depending on your own limitations, your own genes, your own intentions, your own tendencies. Subsidized. Where do your genes stop? Be mindful. It can and will occur as a simple piece of advice, and your speed limit will be set, and you won't even know it. Be careful. It can and will occur as a simple circle of gossip that you overhear, entertain, and you don't clear it. You're ready for this level of mastery? Well, you must have surely mastered the subconscious plane. Thaw off the racket of rock music or listen to it. Do you gravitate towards the violent TV shows or do you avoid them? Do you consume the flesh or refuse it? Do you love the chaos or do you decide away from it? Do you know when to say peace? This conversation involves someone I love, respect, embrace, revere, etc. Please speak no ill spill in their direction or I will withdraw from this discussion. Do you entertain nonsense or seal it out? Do you indulge in secret, hidden affairs? Do you speak against the ones who come to pull you out of the mud? Do you think you are not seen? There are always ears, always eyes, always, and in many ways. Many of you are about to choose away from me, and from that choice, I hope there is a reminder to you that without me, you can still make it. Yet, you have to be able to hear and see. If you depart and you can't, the plummet will be merciless. The question is asked. We raised up for you a true messenger with our signs in his hands. The weather bends to his emotion. The green light surrounds him. Our overseers found him and accompanied him. No harm has come to his tent, as written in Psalms. No one touched him, not harmed him, as written in Psalms. He was cultivated in the green light, brought forth to you by the works of the one, the only, Malachi. He exists only to see it all through and through. He was sent to you as a guide unto the guide. How have you found him, and you have yet fallen away? Who? What? Why? Who caused you to fall, if not yourself? What caused you to stray, if not your own feelings, wants, desire, resentment? Why did you let go, if not because you stopped holding on? You were tired? What about he? Was he tired? You wanted this and that? What about he? Did he not want this and that? The sacrifice was heavy? What about he? Had he not sacrificed heavily before you ever met him? Okay, and so you must know the way unto the way. You must be in sync with they who oversee. You must have overcome the lower realms. You must have a built-in compass. The winds will sway because you sway, and you will test each charge and find your direction. You must be on the way. Enthuse not, then what will you be able to say? Were you busy in the world when the call came? Were you tucked away in the comforts and the ground shook? Did you receive visitation in the shadow hour, or have you lost connection? What about he, Omari, who connected you? What about he, Omari, who walked you to the master? You are in touch with the master because he pulled you from your chaotic corners and placed you in the seat of great reception. About he, Omari, who gave you the degrees of and walked you through the green light, the blue light, the violet light, the ultraviolet dark, the X-ray dark, and now in the gamma, you are loosening your grip. What say you of this? So is it real or not real? Combating and move on. Deflate. From the ages of 10,500 BCE on to the moments of now, from then to now and then, can you explain it all? What has been recorded as sacred in the real sacred tablets, which are your genetics, only to be revealed when time revealed it? The activations of those genes from certain foods consumed, certain herbs, certain tones, voices, and even vices, as even the bad things that you experienced played a role in your generic rollout. And in your genes exist scriptures that have never been seen, heard, or even thought of by any living in this time. They raided the tombs, temples, and sacred ruins, yet they could not find all they sought to find. Now, those on the lookout to destroy and sabotage, are on the hunt for you, those who have the holy tablets in their genes. And so they feed you timelines, events, news, etc. They inject your system with different messengers, poisons, and so on. These are absorbed into the blood, the river of life, the real fountain of youth, that which the vampires do seek. There is life in the blood. There is DNA in the blood. There is information in the blood. There are sacreds in the blood. Be on your guard that no one deceive you, or disease you, or deceive you, and reverse your process of progress. Study Patarak, because the way is what you truly seek, and you are still in the race. You have not finished swimming. There is yet another egg to reach, and so you are calling out to that egg, or to the vessel, as if to say, Ya Noon, and that's N-U-N is the vessel. You don't remember, do you? You fought tens of millions of beings to get to this level alone. You evaded viscous and efficient white blood cells. You survived severely acidic conditions. You surpassed blockages and supercharged your way through hell, the cave, and that great abyss called the womb. Within your shell traveled a half scroll. Reconcile. What to do after you reach the golden egg, beloved. Yet, once you arrived, there were instructions there, and all you had to do was be still and know that that vessel, an immediate realm of refuge, was truly God to you, a guide to you, and a guard to you, holding the other half scroll in its core. Now, your cultivation was completed in 9 months, and you emerged with many pieces of gems and jewels hidden within your own soul, your psyche, your mind, your body. How did you forget? Time and space. Take it from me, master of both. Time and space, the chaotic yet peaceful twins, the rulers of the matter-based realm, have torn away at your memory, and like any vehicle, your wear and tear began to cause the depreciation of your value, or your veil you, the hidden you, that you that was tucked away at the moment of conception, O prophet. Don't you remember? Breathe and remember. So you were sent into the life realm, birth, with a message from your father, truly, and a message from your mother, truly, and you must honor them both by truly considering they. Consider the works of your mother. Consider the works of your father. Did they not fashion your mind, body, and soul by the hands of their own clocks colliding? Their message, whether it was lust or love, and the message of the unseen, whether it was love or lust. And you are here, still in the race, still in the war, and these devices make you think there is light in the dark, and that central technological machinery called the sun does the same. Yet, that is the egg, the true light, and still so, what do you chase? Do you chase the moon? Do you chase the moon-E? Money? Moan-E, as in sexual pleasures? Jumping from vessel to vessel, exchanging sacred with those who you know not, and for what reason? Humanities are walking the earth, non-gender specific, and few they are, yet the moon world, the illusion world, that bush plane, is pulling you away once again. What about your body? Let anyone touch and have their way into your soil, and they will plant any seed, and some seeds bear wicked fruit, and no life born, so these seeds drop off their sacreds and informations in your very vessel. Combating lust, confusion, stress, anger, sadness, joy. How many are walking around as a being at war inside? Genetic warfare is real. Why choose to lose? What about your psyche? What about your connection, that rope? Will you allow it to sever in these days? Will you hold on? Be wise. Don't fool yourself. If all answers could come through me, they would. I'm only a guide unto the guide, and even he can only guide you to the vessels. You have to swim the way, go the journey, and not veer off. Don't fool yourselves. Collaborators, these signs were shown. Did you note them? The green light flashes in the sky. You forgot that fast? The resurrection family statues. You forgot that fast? And these statues, as I explained to those of you with ears to hear, and I showed those with eyes to see, are facing upward towards the skies, as they should be, because Tama-Re was struck. Go and read Isaiah 19. Malachi placed it in the beginning of the Black Book. And there was a pyramid, and there were bodies around the pyramid, and they were laying down. You didn't realize that? And those statues that are buried up to their neck, they watch the stars anxiously. Did you know that? Stats from ancient Sumeria, looking upwards with their huge eyes, watching the skies. Did you know that? Tamaray was struck and it fell. It will not be rebuilt the same way. The way to stand the statues up was simple, and we had cranes and able bodies. Do you know about wanting to do a thing and bring restrained? I wanted to lift the statues, and they spoke all at once and said, "Leave us." So, if you can tell me why they said that, or explain how statues can speak, then I will yield to you. Prizes, you observe a work from afar. Did you grab a brick and build the pyramid with us? Did you sacrifice monies to get the statues to the Holy Land? Did you embrace the statues and cry with us? Did you step into the waters with Frank and Myrrh? Did you make it in time? No. And so hold that rope you have, because even that rope is an extension of your warranty. Don't fool yourselves. Many write the master and do receive word. Don't fool yourselves. What that word means is that it's time for you to listen. Don't fool yourselves. To speak ill of he who brought you the key, your mistake. To bear false witness, mistake. What good is the ability to reach the master if after doing so you travel further away from the center? Backups. Watch yourself. Don't fool yourself. Let me tell you what is written with this pen. If you are not in, it is none of your business. If you are in, then you already know. Let me tell you what you are dealing with. A non-deniable truth. Who can close its mouth? So to all who are close enough to hear, don't fool yourselves. Masters are not mortals. Collaborated, don't think like mortals. I planned ahead, and you're standing in that plan. Be careful. In the blink of an eye, I will be gone. In the twinkle of an eye. I only vouch for those who stay the course. So when you lose your balance and I grab you and you tug away, you are the author of your own fall. I am Omari. 5,760 degrees. Born on the mountain. Never forget.
Would you hold people accountable for things they don't know? What would you do? Would you close the gates up because they thought they had time? What would you do? What would you do? If you send somebody into the store and say, yo, I need you to find the person with the green shirt, and they do that, and they come back and they tell you about the person with the green shirt, they were your what? Your eyes, your ears. That's one way to look at it. But did people ever consider that if we send somebody in and they're wearing a camera, they don't have to come back? If we send somebody in and they're wearing a wire, they don't have to come back. All things that are seen are seen. All things that are heard. And so, let's say you say, I am ready. I am ready for a shepherd, a helper, nuwapu, love. Let's say you say, I am ready. And those with ears hear and send you someone and say, hey, this is one of ours. Let's get it clear. There's nobody who can send me anywhere. There's no person who can dictate what I do. There is no human being that has a say-so in my decisions. I yield to the throne and only the throne. And that throne is expansive, yet limited. Few seat on it. So if you can point to me who's on that throne, I'll yield to them. If you can't, I don't yield to anyone or anywhere but the throne. Never forget that. We can deal with Kerub-im. We can deal with Seraphim. So long as they know to yield to the throne and only the throne. Never forget that. I think people have begun to forget that though. And why? What did I tell you? As soon as Omari steps off of the scene, you start realizing whether or not it was he and his close proximity hand that was keeping people on the path. But when he goes away from going live every day, when he goes away from talking every day, showing himself every day, posting every day, when he's not doing that, and he journeys deeper, and he travels afar, what happens? People start to think they're in a particular seat that they're not in. People start to teeter off back into the world. And that's what I'm telling you. Did we prove anything if it was Omari that showed it? Yes, Tamaray came with me wherever I went. Yes, the name of Dr. Melakazi York came with me wherever I went. When I went to my own, they didn't receive me. So there's no reason to keep going to my own, no matter how many times they try to dress it up like it's all this art sugar and all of that. No, the way that they played it wasn't real. It wasn't real, so ain't no reason for me to keep going back to them. But I never took away from you the ability to access that center. I stayed on that. You point to me one person who had a plan that was even this extensive. All these people do is jump from one topic to another topic. Right? They talk about Knights Templar. They'll go African spirituality. They'll talk about CERN. They'll talk about the presidents and who's a part of the bloodline. They'll talk about the Rothschilds and the black nobility. They'll talk about, you tell me who has a plan. Who walked you through degrees, not just gossip with you about conspiracies? Who walked you through degrees and said, all right, come off the internet and come walk with me. Let me show you. Come spend a night where I am. Come sit with me. Come sup with me. Come lay down where I lay down. Come look me in my eyes and look up there. You saw that? Come stand right here. Come do this with me and watch for a sign. And you see the sign? Who? Who else was able to do that? Out of all these people even out here running their mouths, Sabians included, did any of them have degrees to offer? And Dr. Melakazi York talked about someone or ones who will be able to come through with things that are new. Talk about, teach about, speak about things that are new. Not just regurgitating and repeating. And you say he was looking for that. Who do we see out here that's doing that? Any of the ones who look at what the young pharaohs is doing now. They got the nails and all of that. But that ain't the first time he done did some suspect shit. They gonna forget about it to try to keep him on the Mount Rushmore or out there in the front of or to overlook the true ones. But then you saw it yourself. Some of y'all came and you saw it yourself. And this is what's happening. I'm watching. I tell you, I pay attention. People come back to me. They got messages for me. And if I told you I ain't gonna put your name in the message, I won't put your name in the message. And I'm gonna keep it like that. That don't mean I didn't get the message. Anybody got questions for me? Why ain't nobody bring the questions to me? Anybody got disagreements about what it is that I'm doing? Why nobody didn't bring it to me? Is the fear running that deep? Because the only thing people fear in this realm that I know of is the unknown and truth. People are afraid of the truth and people are afraid of the unknown. And most times those two go hand in hand. So why would you be afraid of me? I ain't got my fist balled up talking about I'm going to put my hands on nobody. I ain't got no gun to nobody's temple saying you got to be around. So why is everybody afraid to discuss with me what it is that they actually feel? Well, my inner feelings was spilled out in blood in front of everybody. My inner thoughts were spilled out in blood and tears, and you were able to witness it in front of everybody to show you that this was real and not some scripted play that I was running. No matter where or how they tried to flip it, this was the real deal. You played yourself. This was real. I can't vouch for anybody else. If I say on an interview, I don't know what this person's intentions was, it's because you want to know why? I don't know what this person's intentions was. I can't vouch for anybody else. That's the most powerful thing. I can vouch for myself. And what's crazy is there were times where I would look at some of you in your eyes and I would ask you a simple question and you opened your mouth and you said, I do. I said, do you bear witness? I didn't make no big scene about it. I didn't take no camera out. I didn't write your name down. We didn't make it into nothing. I asked you a question after you saw what you saw or experienced what you, and I say, do you bear witness? And you said you did. What you didn't know is every time you said, I bear witness, and you did, you got to another degree. And then you got to another degree, and another degree, and another degree, and another degree, and another degree. Some of y'all have witnessed different things at different times. It's just what it is. Anybody speaking against me, tell them come around me for a week. Come around me for a week and let's see what happens. Because if you think I planned out all of those signs, you got another thing coming. If you think I planned out that the statues would appear, you got another thing coming. If you think I planned out that if I asked one of the elders for a plaque that he was safekeeping, that he would say, sure, you got another thing coming. If you think I planned out that I would have Dr. Melchizedek York's actual hat in my possession, you got another thing coming. You don't plan that out. They choose you. They select you. They put you in the seat, and then you take the walk. You don't plan it. Everybody says that. So either you're going to say the doctrine ain't real, or you're going to acknowledge and admit that you are trying to deny the one who is living it out. It's real. You said the forces of nature would choose us. Okay, the forces of nature choose me. If I get upset, if I get to storming, you want to know what happens? It storms. If I get emotionally active, you want to know what happens? The lightning comes, the storm comes, the rains come. You see? And some of you have witnessed it in different ways at different times. And you'll say you saw it. You'll claim you saw it. And then what will happen? If I say come and see, and I show you, and I show you the real signs, the real degrees, you don't have to wait. Come right here. I gave you the way. Whether it was through a telegram or a number, I said, you don't have to wait. Come see, come witness. Don't tell me it was a money thing. How you gonna tell me it was a money thing when anytime people hit me say, I don't have no money? I said, it doesn't matter. Come on. From the very beginning, I said, if you want to help me financially, you can. It's not a requirement. So people decided to because they know that this nigga don't work no job. This is what he does, and this is all he does. That's what people chose to help Phase One or Omari with finances. But they didn't buy their way into a sign. Because it's many people that hit me say, yo, I don't have it. I said, I don't care. Pull up anyway. It doesn't matter. Yo, I got it next week. Yo, you don't even need it. Pull up. Don't even be stressing yourself about whether or not you got to put some money somewhere. The money is just to help whatever's moving. If you don't have it, you think you see, people didn't witness that. But you did. You saw it. People were around me. Y'all witnessed this. So what's the issue? What's the problem? What are the real problems? Tell me about it. If you got something to ask me, why not ask me? If you have something to bring to my attention, why not bring it to my attention? Why do people click up to talk about it? If you got something to ask me, I'm available. And you want to know what's so crazy? I'm the one that's going to give you the direct truth about whatever you ask. I'm not going to dance around it. I'm going to give you the truth about it. You see that? So I'm watching and I'm paying attention. I say people having issues, real issues still. So let me ask you, for those who have issues, where you been? Where have you been? For people who have things to say, my question to you is, where have you been? Actually present. Where have you been? When it was time to build the pyramid, where were you? When it was time and people literally bled to get them statues in position, where were you? Where? When people were activating themselves in preparation for Maharaj, and we haven't seen it, they hadn't seen it. I walked Maharaj as a toddler. That hasn't happened. These people didn't even build anything for it to be able to happen. Not to my knowledge. So you get a 24-year later activation of something that ain't even took place. And I'm looking for the signs to see, am I doing the right thing? And the statues show up. What other sign did I need? Where were you at when we laid the statues there? When I spoke to the brothers around and I said, yo, I want to move Anubis. I want to move Har. I want to move Asar. But I can't, because every time I'm reaching them to think of where I can move them, I'm hearing the same thing. Leave us. Where those statues landed, they were supposed to be. Where were you? Did you see it? Did you witness it? Did you witness the fracture in Asar's neck Did you witness that we don't have no thorn plants growing in the backyard, but right there where Assad's neck is cracked, a thorn bush grew out of it? Did you witness that? Were you there to see it? Did you see the women and the children stepping into the holy water, the sacred water, the frankenmyrrh, with the nubu bowls? Were you there? Were you there when the new bowls were activated? Were you there? Were you there when people were crying and tears dropping and rolling as they took their journey? Were you there? Were you? Did you witness the storm that took place over the pyramid after we set it up? Were you there? Did you see my mother crying? Were you there? Did you embrace the statues with us? Were you there? Did you hug them? Did you drop to your knees in front of them? Did you get to feel Tamaray coming off of them? Were you there? Where's your photo with our brothers? Were you there? I'm saying for those who have things to say, were you there? No. There are many statues that you probably don't know about that lay down to watch and govern the stars, watching for specific events to take place. This is what I said also, but you would have heard it if you were there. Many statues laid down to look up. Many of our glyphs were marked into the ground like Rock Eagle Mound to make a shape of those who look down. Many. Ancient Sumerian statues looked out. Go research it. And up at the stars to watch Anu, An, the sky. The Olmec statues laid out to look upward. Statues on islands looking upward. And I said, okay, well, since they are positioned this way, it must be to govern the stars and watch the stars. But did you witness the cross? Did you see the cross above me in star formation? Did you see that? Were you there when the green orbs flew through? Did you see that? Or do you have to hear about it and decide whether or not it sounds true to you? Well, I got 30 witnesses. Were you there to see that night where I was playing the tones and the skies were active? Were you there for that? Did you witness that? Did you see that? You see, issues that people have are not my issue. So the question is, if you have an issue, why are you around? Think about it. You know about the books. You know about the teachings. You have it. You have Dr. Melikazi York. You have his voice. You have his tones. You have the sacreds. You have all of the scripts, the scriptures, the text. You got all of that. Why do you need to be around me? Why? And why do you need to be around those who are around me if you don't agree with what I'm doing? Or if you think I don't know what I'm being led to do? Why are you around? And it'll be different if you had a suggestion. You want to know why? Because the suggestion would be brought to me. The suggestion wouldn't be put out so that others can view it and align with your thoughts, as if you even went to retrieve our brothers. Did you travel with us to Milledgeville? Did you take that journey through the sundown town into the depths of that museum-looking warehouse to see our brothers laid out there? Did you go with us that day? Did you realize that they were too heavy and we weren't going to be able to get them that day, so we had to figure out a way to get them? Did you come up with the way to get them? Did you make sure they got to us? No? Okay. So before stating how things will be and how things were, first, let me ask you, how would you know how they were? Where were you? Where were you when Tamaray was struck? Where were you? Where were you when the master, the lamb, was kidnapped? Where were you that day? Where were you for those decades after of pain and sorrow, of awaiting the return of the Lamb? Where were you in that day? And so you met Omari on his journey and said you wanted to walk. Yet where have you been? When you found a way to the master, did you ever reach out to Omari and say, hey, the master who you showed me the way to, I have got in touch with him. Is there anything you need me to say or do? Did you even say it so I could tell you whether or not I did? Did you suggest it? No. And so what does that say? So now you have suggestions about the works. You don't even know, first of all, the Holy Land has come in the backyard for people to witness at that time. After that time had passed, the Hall of Truth sign is gone. A lot of the things that were out there, gone. The time for what you thinking about, gone. As a matter of fact, my body on this ground is what makes it holy land. Did you know that? Me being here is why the weather move how it move. Did you know that? Did you know when I go out there, there's a response? Did you know that? Did you get to see it though? All you had to do was be there to see it. Did you get to see it? There are different items coming from Tamaray landing here, right in my hand. Did you get to see that? Should I put the hat up on the tallest shelf? Huh? Should I hang the plaque up on the wall and take it out of the throne seat? Is it too low to the ground? Do you have any more suggestions for me when I ain't even heard or seen from you? Yet other people around can hear and see from you and hear what you think about what's moving around. You see, everybody done lost their motherfucking mind. I know that. Everybody done lost their mind. You done lost your minds. What part of this ain't no game did people miss? This ain't no game. If you don't want to be around, you can go. You don't have to be a part of the label. I don't need people a part of the label. Did you know that? I don't need artists on Pharaoh Clan Records. I put people in position as artists on Pharaoh Clan Records. I don't need artists on Pharaoh Clan Records. I don't need associates. Did you know that? If you're going to be associated with me, you better figure out real quick while you're around me. It better be figured out super fast. You're going to be around for what? So don't take it personal if you say, yo, I want to leave the label. And I say, go ahead. Go ahead. Anybody else? This is not a label. I don't have nothing to do with the label part. This is a mission. And as I look out, I say, okay, where are the warriors? Where are the fighters? Everybody looking at me. Don't get it twisted. If I still got my hand on you, or I still got my hand in your life, don't take that for granted. It'll start simple, just like I put in that writing. It'll start simple. A suggestion from outsiders who didn't walk with me. They got a suggestion for you of how you need to move concerning me. How you going to take outside advice on how to move with someone they never really, truly overstood about. They never got to see the signs. They never got to walk. And now they got your advisory sitting in your heart. And you don't know. I can detect it. And they're removing you. Maybe they don't know that's what they're doing. But they're removing you. And you want to know who else is removing you? You're removing you. Don't entertain people's negative think and negative talk concerning me. Anybody bring you something negative about me, if you walking with me, you supposed to shut that down. Immediately. You supposed to say, hold on. Knowing Omari, he'll hear you out. Even if you got something negative to say, he'll hear you out. Knowing him, you don't gotta do this. You don't have to talk behind him. Come straight to him. And let's see. Because most of the time, if not all the time, it's a misunderstanding. The slander is never true. Sometimes it's a misunderstanding of what it was that they thought that they were experiencing or seeing. You see that? But the question is, why do we have narrators and you're not around? Why? Why are people narrating and you're not around? Another thing, when I shut up my mouth and I stop involving people in any of the plans and I stop moving accessible, don't question and ask me what your role will be. Because if I don't tap you, you don't have one. You don't know who it is you're dealing with. I can look and tell whether or not there's been conversations about what it is you think I'm doing or not doing. Just by seeing you and detecting you, I can look and tell. You getting it twisted. I asked you to think about this a while ago. If I zip my mouth, what happens? Is there anybody in here that don't understand what I'm saying? If I zip my mouth, what happens? As all they slander is going out, where they directing they slander to? The Sabians and the Nuwabians, whatever. They directing they slander to phase one. But they never want to come and just speak to me up front. Doesn't that tell you something? Or are you not in tune? That would tell me something about somebody. That's like back in the day, not to speak on violence, but it's just like back in the day, if a nigga was running his mouth and one of the OGs called the dude up who he was talking about and the dude pulled up and the OG said, hey, there he go. And them niggas didn't get into it. You just running your mouth. You just running your mouth then. You ain't standing on the principle you want everybody else to think you standing on. Because if you get the opportunity to come and clear it up, come clear it up. And you want to be around and y'all wonder why fewer and fewer people are at the top of the pyramid? Because you choose now. You choose now. Now? If you think teachings are still not happening, you're confused. Anytime we gather, there's a lesson. Anytime we come together, there are degrees. And I'm telling you with my eyes. You saw that? I'm telling you with my eyes. Pay attention. I'm telling you with my eyes. I'm telling you with a handshake. Stand right here. Don't miss it. Let these people think this, think that, think that. Nigga, I don't care if it's 40 people around me. 30 of them are devils. Default. And the other 10 can't decide which one they are with their actions. That's how it goes. Have you forgotten? The miracle is being able to deal with all of them. That's the miracle. Only certain ones of us can do that. Deal with everybody. Only certain ones of us can do that. And then you don't get a say-so in who and what it is. You just have to make sure you're doing your part. And if I ask you, what is your part? And you don't know and you haven't asked, then the question will be asked at that point, why are you here? What are you doing? Have you forgotten that fast? Have you forgotten? Is that how it goes? All the degrees we done walked through and you forgot. All of the books and you forgot. All the scrolls and every time we went through the different telegram rooms and journeyed to the temples and all that. Y'all forgot? Y'all forgot that fast? I point and you see the sign and you forgot that fast. I say, this is going to happen and it happened and you forgot that fast. That's how long it takes for people to forget and become what they call enoshite and sad, the forgetful ones. You got all them signs. It said, don't forget. Zakur. Have the memory. Those who remember. So where are those who remember? Huh? This ain't no game. I'm sealing it up. If you're paying attention, I'm sealing it up because the seal is happening with me. It ain't just happening with what you're seeing out here. It's happening internally, inward, outward. That's the sealing. I'm paying attention to all things that are happening inward. And I'm saying, yeah, the sealing up is happening. I'm getting calls. When things are happening with the master, I get a call. Right on time. I might have just asked about it. I said, I wonder what's going on with, and I get a call. Say, yo, this happening. I said, it's only a matter of time before they call me and say, he's out. They're not even paying attention. He never spoke against me. They're not even looking. I was talking to my Omi. If I'm not supposed to say it, then the phone will shut off. I was talking to my Omi. I say, and it's crazy because it don't seem like they know how advanced of a being and beings it is that we're dealing with. You see what I'm saying? That, yeah, it'll be made to appear like this. What if this is all a part of it? And so the glitch would be Omari. I don't know why they don't get it. The glitch is Omari. As many times I say, how many people, if it weren't for phase one, you wouldn't know who Malachi is? Many times I say that and the comments get flooded with people saying, I heard about him from you. I heard about him from you. I heard about him from you. Many DMs I get, all of that. Yo, you put me on the path. You put me on that. You did da da da. You did this. Not for the ego of you, for the memory of the event. Then Omari is the glitch. Whatever happened on Tamaray, when you see them statues, where was it? Tefnut was laying down on her back. Yeshua was laying down on his back. And their ankles were cut off. If you don't remember, I remember. Tefnut's at least. Ankles was cut off. I remember being there. This wasn't nothing that was told to me. I was there on the land looking at them statues. Please don't tell me what you think we supposed to be doing with them. You don't even know what they mean. What are they? Why are they here? You don't feel the sorrow coming off them statues. This ain't all love and light. There's some sorrow associated with it. Every time I went to lift them statues up, they say, leave us. And I can't lift it by myself. I'm saying putting my brain to thinking about how they going to stand. And man, we could have built all kind of cement molds and leave us. They wanted to be out of the hands of them out there, the Mukaksu. They wanted to be out of their hands. Soon as they got here, the electricity, all of that, going crazy. Do you know the sorrow, though, that come off of them? Do you know what it feel like to see them with cracks in them? And there's a tear. We ain't even just talking about whether or not they can stand. You're going to build them some new legs. You're going to get Anubis his staff back. You're going to get Horus another arm. Are you going to seal up the neck of Assad? You don't know the sorrow or the hurt or the pain. That reminder every time I walk out there. You don't know that. I don't just walk past them statues. It hurts for me to engage with them. Because of all the times this has happened. All the times. This ain't no one-time thing. Many wars that caused for our lands to be destroyed. We were able to go and get them. Retrieve them. And that's not a sign enough for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what Pop was explaining about. That's what Tupac was explaining about. It's not enough that you can see the rolls growing out of the concrete, but you want to talk about all these thorns. You want to talk about how it's leaned off to the side. You didn't see the miracle that we pulled off. We went and got our statues from them. While those whose hearts weren't in the right place were arguing over the fact that they only wanted $500 from the statue. Them people were arguing for over a week with the lady about how she didn't own it. They should just give them the statues and da-da-da-da. And she's a colonizer and all of that. And I get on the phone with her and she says she was just about to take the listing down. Do you know what that means? It means we were right on time. We, not I. We, those who cared, were right on time. Every sign was right on time. I'm there. You looking at me? What do you think I'm up to? All the money that we done raised all these years, What am I up to then? Where's my Versace? Where's my expensive chains? Where's my gold to talk about how we was kings back then? Where you know what the fuck I'm up to, so if you can ask me, I don't get it. Why the fuck we need a boat for? There ain't no pond out there. Where were you, though? When it was time to walk the walk in that very location, did you even make it? Did you make it? No. But did you know that same $500 that we paid for that boat that's still out there, that same $500 went to someone with their cash app that said, the resurrection of the spiritual family. Did you pay attention to the fact that Operation Resurrection had just occurred January 1st? That conversations of incorruptible body, incorruptible flesh, incorruptible soul, the answer of how to become a part of the 144,000, all of that was being had around that same time. You didn't even see the sign because you were so busy worried about whether or not I was going to actually spend $500 on a boat. And I did, because that's how much Bobby wanted for it. A white dude hopped out with a lime green shirt on and said he wanted to see what we were working on in the backyard. Were you there for that? He said, I want to see what y'all are working on. Let me see what y'all got, what y'all doing. He went to the back. He saw the pyramid. He saw the statues, and he said, man, that's crazy. I've been wanting to teach the ancient mystic ancient mysteries, ancient Egyptian mysteries in the church. Who taught the ancient Egyptian mysteries in the church other than Dr. Melchizedek York, Reverend Dr. Melchizedek York, ancient Egyptian church of Christ? That was a sign. And he said, I didn't know what I was going to do. I really needed the money. And something told me, God told me, God said, what about your boat? He said, so I went on a leap of faith and I put my boat up for $500. He said, and it just sat there. He said, but then y'all hit me up and here we are. I said, that's crazy, right? I said, look at how all this is connected. I said, how you think all that happened? You want to know what he did? He looked up. I looked up. Then I looked back down. He looking at me. Then he looked up again. I looked up. We just kept looking up. He said, you know how it happened. This is a white guy. He said, you know how it happened. He just kept looking up. So you tell me if that would have been what you calculated, that a Caucasian male comes in and says, yo, I was just thinking about teaching the ancient Egyptian mysteries in the church. That's what I want to do. And then if that wasn't enough, his cash app, which I have record of, was resurrection of the spiritual family. And that spiritual family that participated in the resurrection was the 3 statues around the... Please be silent. Because where were you? Where were you? Did you suffer with us? Was you out there working on the pyramid with us? I mean, we worked on that pyramid for about 2 weeks. Did you slave with us? Did you serve with us? Did you walk the walk, not just talk the talk? Did you walk the actual walk? Did you walk the beam and have to start over? Did you do anything where I could point to you and say, you were there? You aided. We were out there AM to nighttime, using a vehicle to light the way. Working. Hot sun, working. Cold night, working. All of us, those who participated, you saw me right there. I wasn't standing on the porch looking down. I was boots on the ground right there with the brothers. Where were you? Where were you? What is your opinion worth? I owe no one any explanations because mortals can't even understand 99% of the shit that we have to make moves on this planet. They can't even understand it. Why the fuck would I waste my time trying to explain it anymore? You can't even understand it. I can go for another 3 hours talking signs alone. And people still... Now, I'm not saying you're not supposed to. I'm just saying the way in which people do it is weird to me. You can have a question, but you questioning me is a whole different thing. What do you have to question? Have you accepted the delusion for yourself that I wasn't there through all of this? That I didn't suffer my whole life about this thing? Have people accepted that illusion for themselves? Oh, okay. I get it. And the opinions, what do they mean? If I line you up, I lined you up for a reason. Don't lose your seat. Playing around. You never know. That's why they said twinkling of an eye. Don't lose your seat. It could be any moment. And you won't know where to go. Don't lose your seat. I take advisory from the elders. I don't just make my own decision. So if anything is passed on to me from the elders, that's how you will hear about certain things. Because the elders suggest it. Not because I need to do it. Please don't forget what I'm saying. And I'm not talking about no elders like no spirits. I'm talking about actual elders. Most of the time in my actual bloodline that I reach out to get certain answers for certain things. Don't lose the grip. Don't lose the grip. If I line you up and I say you're untouchable, that's because you're supposed to be untouchable. It don't matter how many people would have wanted to say they got their hands on you. The moment they do, they would have done their job. That's all they were there to do, their job. Once they put their hands on you, that's over. It's the untouchable that kept you in place. If I say, yo, don't be out there thugging and slandering with these niggas because they driving further away, I can see them. And if you riding with them and you participating in the slander, don't think when you show up to me and I'm looking at you, I can't see it. It's not how I'm trained. You see, you got to pay attention to when you deal with a police officer and they walk up to you and they start having a conversation with you. If you think that a police officer really cares about how your day is going and where you're coming from, you don't know that there are certain masters of certain things. And they deal with normal things at an advanced level. Do you understand that? And so a police officer shaking your hand is not just a regular handshake. Them asking you about your shoes is not just a question because they're intrigued. They're conducting an investigation. And so when you come into my presence, that's what I'm doing. I have similar sciences. I'm trained in a similar way. If you avoid me, I watch you. I pay attention. It be people, they pop up, everybody be there, and I watch who stay on the outskirts. Some people for different reasons. Some people stay on the outskirts because they're observing. Some people stay on the outskirts because they know the moment they get close enough to make eye contact with me, I'm going to see everything. They know. My question is, what do you think I'm going to do? You think I'm going to judge you? You think I'm one of the judges? How many times I got to say, I'm not one of the judges. I show you who the judges are. I'm not one of the judges. I don't judge nobody. I'm not the one that's going to condemn you. You can run off today. Long as you make it back in time, your seat will still be there, warm just like you left it. I don't have the gavel that I beat, and you out of here. But you do. That's a secret judge. You can judge yourself up out of the seat. This is not no game. This ain't no game. Some of y'all moving like 2002 never happened. Like our sign never came. Some of y'all moving like there is no Malachi. There are no signs. Some of y'all moving like you don't know if there are books within 9 feet of you, you can feel the energy coming off of them. Some of y'all moving like y'all don't know that when you touch his books, something happens. Some of y'all moving like I didn't stand brothers in a circle and walk right up to them and hand them a Bible and say, turn to a random page. And just as I was talking about it, they turned to the exact page that was speaking about the same thing I was speaking about. The burning of the temple, the peace, the sword, all of that. Everything I was saying, they could turn to a random page. They start speaking about the chosen, the elect, and all of that. The same thing I'm having a conversation about, they turned to the page. But they could have turned to a page that had absolutely nothing to do with what we were saying. And I showed y'all that multiple times. I said, hey, pull a page, pull a page, pull a page. I said, it's crazy because any of these pulls can be super irrelevant, but neither one of the pulls were irrelevant. Some of you sisters stood out there and you saw it too. What are they just having a good time? Y'all think this is just something fun to do? I don't do that to make you think I'm something superior. I do that so you can see that I didn't turn that page. What are the odds that you turn the page right to what I'm saying? I ain't turn it. And if I did it one time, that would have been enough. You want to know why I had you do it so many times? Because the moment that it would have made no sense and it didn't make no sense while we were doing it, I could have threw in the towel. I said, yeah, I ain't nobody. Everybody go home. Leave me alone. I could have did that, but I could never do that because every time I try to get some shit wrong. Every time I'm minding my business. People don't understand. I'm not trying to be nobody. This shit just be happening. I told the brother, I say, line up. I can't even tell y'all what we did because every time I try to tell people, it's like I'm never allowed to. Like, it can't come out of my mouth. I told the brothers, line up, and then we you know what I'm saying, made the moves, haven't made the moves, and then that sign came. I ain't playing that sign. I knew signs were coming. I didn't plan that sign. You see what I'm saying? Y'all picking now? You picking now? This is not the time. This ain't the time. What do people got? You know what I'm saying? You tell me what these people got. I told y'all who were in relationship, I said, hey, man, we ain't doing none of that DMing people mates. Didn't I say that in the beginning? So that those of y'all who've been in relationship, you wouldn't have to worry about your relationship security. And you also wouldn't have to worry about trying to decide whether or not phase one is trying to extract your wife from you. You wouldn't have to worry about that because all you have to do is keep that order up. The men ain't got no reason to be DMing the women. The women ain't got no reason to be DMing the men. If you're doing that now, you forgot that I put that in place. You want to know why you forgot that I put that in place? Because you think I forgot that I put it in place. I didn't forget. And if I say when someone message you, I say don't respond to them, and you do it anyway, or you move on your own after that, that's on you. Because you think you know who people are. I know who people are. I know the craftiness of people. You have to learn it. Because all people have is an agenda. You want to know what an agenda is? A book that you open and you write in. And if you can't see through them covers, you see what they say, don't judge a book by it. If you can't see through the cover, you ain't going to see their agenda. You ain't going to see what they plan on doing. You see what I'm saying? So to keep people together and keep certain people out of certain things, I said, yo, this is how we gonna move. I said, no men need to be DMing no women. If that ain't your mate, you ain't got no reason to be DMing her. What niggas did anyway? Did it anyway. I said, yo, if I don't know about the union, don't get into it. After I said that, why would somebody be trying to keep a union secret? Think about what I'm saying. With in mind the fact that I kept saying, I ain't nobody God, I don't run nothing. I'm just saying, you said you want to come over here and work with this team and move in the direction we going in. Okay, I didn't say, hey, look, I need to be with all your wives and I am the God. I don't do none of that extra bullshit. I told you the way to keep things sacred, not keep things for me. Keep things sacred for you. What people do, they branch off, they go and get in a relationship. It work, it don't work. They come back, they switch around, they swap around. I'm like, yo, y'all doing exactly what I was saying don't do, but you don't know when you do that, that pulls you away. So then when I say, where have you been? I'm saying it in the way that the masters say it. We already know the answer. I know where you've been. You've been hiding behind the shame you don't owe me. You know how you moving. But it's like you don't even have to do that. When they say, yo, countenance is falling, sin is at the door, you're doing it to yourself. The more things and people you're exposing yourself to without that psychic self-defense, you're bringing it. The more dipping and dabbing you're doing, you bringing that. And that'll shift where you can stand. Because let's say if it's an all-white affair, you can still be there, but they'll put you outside on that porch. Now, the things happening in the building you can't see, but he might have told you how to make sure you got that all-white. You ain't want the all-white. Y'all sisters, I told y'all. I said, when these men get in your DM, ignore them. If they didn't come to me to say, yo, I'm interested in this person, for me to give them how to go about it, don't respond. You see that? Why? Because they only want what they want. And then you thinking they care so much about the doctrine and information, that's not what they care about. They just care about what they want to get. And when the opportunity presents themselves, they're not turning it down, or they want that, so they're going to get that. That's it. Then you're trying to figure out what's going on. And some of y'all, that's what I'm telling you, it'll turn into a situation of you don't even want to be around now because of the emotions that come from a fling that took place that nobody know about. It's supposed to be something secret, a secret little fling, and then y'all break up, but you're still coming around, and you got them emotions still, and you got the jealousy and the envy and all that could have been avoided because I could have told you from the jump. No, we don't do that because she was with this one. Or no, he was with this one. We don't do that because that's going to cause a problem. It's better to be told that right then and there before you get months into an emotional plane that you don't understand about. It's hard, though. It's tough. I have to bear witness to this part of it. It's tough. It's tough. How tough do you think it is? It's tough to communicate with people who want to be with one another in whatever way they thinking or seeing. It's tough to communicate with them. This cannot happen. Because if this occurs, it's going to throw this off, this off, this off, this off. And you communicate with them, and then it's like, because of that, sometimes it's like, when you say that, that leads people to only interact with the person secretly. You see what I'm saying? And then that causes a whole different thing, because once a secret is established, think of the word secret and put that E on the end of it. It secretes. And those who have the nose to sniff it out, I'm one of them, will smell it. The secret secretes. It's not secured. And a lot of people think it is. That's why you say once you tell one person, it's onto the, and people can't hold water no way. But once two people know something in that emotional atmosphere, it's detectable. One person knowing it is detectable. You see? So when you get around one another, I'm looking at you, I can see, I'm like, all right, they think they playing me. You're not playing me, you playing yourself. Because whatever this person's saying to you when I'm not around, because that's the only time they do it, why would they not say it when I'm around? You see, whatever they doing when I'm not around, because that's when they do it, why wouldn't they do it when I'm around? You see? So everybody asking, why in the story did people say, crucify him? Why were people saying, yo, out of everybody? He irritated people. This nigga irritating, this nigga frustrating, this nigga aggravating. Remember I told you? When I went around 2022, what was my crime? I aggravated them. Cause man, he was like, yo, we should be listening to Malachi York music, da 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 da. And he want to talk about all that Nuwapian stuff. We was just trying to have fun. He can't even have fun. Nigga, that shit was fun. It wasn't fun for y'all. The people that were around having a conversation and talks and laughing with me and sipping wine, they were having fun. What are you talking about? Y'all were aggravated. Y'all were agitated because they weren't looking and listening to y'all. Because on TikTok and Instagram, y'all look like them guys that's supposed to know what's up. Then you try to come at me with the scripture and the doctrine and didn't realize that I knew it. So you couldn't play. Then I knew things about it you didn't know, so you definitely couldn't play. Then people looking at you like, what's your response? And you don't have one, so now you're sulking. And now I'm aggravating you. You see what I'm saying? Telling lies. Talking about I was making the music too loud. I was making the music too loud? That's not true. They got a noise complaint. The noise complaint, they called the police. I was gone before the police was called. That was y'all music that was playing that made them folks call the police. When we were playing the music, I'm not blasting Dr. York's music. What is wrong? You see what I'm saying? And when the guy was playing the beats, S.G. Hazel was playing the beats that he made, remixing Dr. Malachi York stuff, it was around 8 a.m. That was him playing it, and it wasn't too loud. He was playing beats, and wasn't no noise complaint. Only noise complaint came when y'all were playing Babylon music, and them folks got called, and y'all had to get the fuck up out of there. I was gone before the police came. That was the noise. It's just lie after lie after lie. Why they need to slander me? Right? To support their own illusion. Y'all better pay attention to what this live is actually about. You better pay attention. If you think anybody out there is on this, you better think again. Or point them out to me. Don't keep them secret then. Point them out to me. Who there is going to take you home? Point them. Give me their name. Show me who they are. Same way I call up everybody else. Say, yo, you responsible for the souls? Come here. Come here. Don't try to walk off now. You saying you got something to do with this thing? Come here. Where do they go? Into the shadows. They hide. I'm the first one they try to call a shadow person. Yeah, I don't operate in the shadow. I'm right here, out in the open, like I'm doing now. I'm saying, any issues, why you didn't bring it to me? Bring it to me. We'll get it handled. No, just because you think that all men have to sleep with the women that they're around, that doesn't make phase one Omari guilty of that nature. Just because you think all men move a certain way, that if you see two on the left and the right, he must be having his way with both of them. Or if you see four moving with him, then he must be having his way because he's a great man. He's a dynamic man. He's a handsome man. He's awesome. You can keep going. I'll listen. That don't mean that I'm you. That don't mean I operate how you operate. That don't mean a nigga leave his wife around you, you do it a certain way. I don't do it that way. The sister show up around you, you move a certain way. I don't move that way. I'm not trying to turn into Cat Williams because we see women pop up. I'm used to this. Now we gonna vibe and move how the sisters vibe and move, but you can leave her there and you gonna come back and she right there. Okay. So niggas with their ideologies and women with their ideologies of who doing what and who doing what, why is your mind there? That's your problem. I hate sex, by the way. I hate sex. Now, you know what I mean? I hate sex because sex fuck people's head up. I don't like sex. I never liked it. I never liked the conversations around it. When we be at the lunch table in high school, middle school, and niggas can't talk about nothing but sex. And there's so many interesting things to talk about, but I gotta be quiet because these niggas only want to talk about sex. And when they find out I'm not in a sex club, they don't even want to talk to me. I become aggravating. I hate sex. I hate sex. It fucked the whole atmosphere up. I don't like it. Now, even if you attempt to move it in a sacred field, there's still so many things that come into play. That's why I ain't play around. When it came down to something, if I say this is what it is, it's what it is. Because you can't play around. You never know. But that's not how everybody think. So fine. Let's just deal with it from the truth. The truth is you think I'm everybody. I don't know how. I don't know how. After my name being what it is and what it means and my works and what I've shown you and how I perform, how I rap, I'm who I am. I'm a flex a muscle and don't give a fuck. So you probably think I'm like everybody else because you don't open your damn eyes and see. Open your eyes and see. You see what I'm saying? There are men who they move in with a woman and their whole purpose of moving in with the woman is to sleep with them. So you tell me how a man can be in a home with a woman and not sleep with them for 2+ years. And that's supposed to be a man grouped with them other men. And I know men that did that. And that was their whole goal, their whole purpose, and they was having their way. And it happened adverse. Because they were having their way for so long, it become 3, 4, 5 years. Maybe the woman was pregnant. It be turning a 10-year thing, da-da-da-da. That nigga still show up at the temple. He still show up and teach. He still show up, and then he go to another house, and with another woman, and another this. And now these women fighting, and they go da-da-da, and they fighting over the man, and da-da-da-da-da. They spread people photos around. All kind of stuff. This was just regular stuff that was happening around people that was supposed to be past Leviathan. You can't be past Leviathan if you can't say no. You can't be past Leviathan if you can't say, not right now. You ain't past it. You ain't past it. You see? But people's mind goes straight to it, and then they think because of how they move, you must be moving that way. Nigga, please. 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 Don't get your heart broken about who I chose to be. Don't get your heart broke. You just don't know. Don't get lost in your ideology and your fantasy of who I am. Don't get your heart broke in who I could have been. Please. A lot of y'all was spared. And the reason why a lot of y'all was spared is because it didn't require me to do you no wrong. It ain't in me. It wasn't a requirement. It required me to keep it real so you can have an example of that. An example of something being kept real. But what we had to deal with people, so I'm not even mad at people. I'm just like, don't try to play me right now. Don't try to play me. I know people clicking up and having conversations off to the side. I know all of that. And if you done said it, it's too late and it already got to me. I know about people and their conversations. I know about people and their feelings and their emotions and all of that. If you done already did it, too late. And it already got to me. Because like I said, you don't remember, I send people through. I'll send somebody to sit there and listen. I'll send somebody to start the conversation just to see if you'll engage. So let's get it clear. I don't even want to do nothing. I don't want to run it. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to. I want to make sure we go ahead and finish this thing. So we're going to get it clear. I employed the brothers. We working. We moving. We got stuff going on. So I employed the brothers to make things happen. That's what we intend to do. I don't want to keep coming to the masses and asking them for nothing anyway. So we're going to make whatever move, however we got to move it. We're doing the sisters thing. That's for sure. Sisters, hold on 1 second. It's already started. Some of y'all already joining in on the group. Just don't think it's going to be how it's been. Because when I get involved, it's going to be activation. It's got to activate a certain way. So don't think that we just going to start and just start doing things. Okay? Because first of all, I need to vet the women coming in. One woman is way more powerful than 50 men. So one woman being off can destroy everything. One nigga being off, he's expendable. I didn't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? They underestimate how powerful y'all are, and that could be a negative and a positive thing. So one woman can throw it completely off, let alone having 30, and none of them are operating how they're supposed to. So the vetting process got to be different. Now, will I put women in position to do certain things at certain times? Yes, but they will not run it this time. I already gave time from the beginning, from the very beginning. I put women in position even over the men. From the very beginning, I gave time. Now it's like, I mean, call. Say one thing y'all haven't figured out yet is that emotional atmosphere. And that's what we need the women to understand the most about. I'm already still dealing with the men and what they be having going on every now and again. We got to get the women in tune with that emotional atmosphere. And if you still someone who's caught up in any of them other fields and you can't function, then it'll throw it completely off. So the vetting process will be different. But don't worry, it'll be protected. You will have to send in a photo of your face or maybe a video of you saying a specific line to make sure that it's actually a woman that's in the crowd or in the group, just to protect y'all. But don't worry, all the other things we've been working on and moving with, if it's anything interpersonal, then a woman will be over it. Other than that, I'm going to give you what I have that I learned from sitting around the women. I wasn't no child just playing. I sat around the Sibyls. I sat around the prophetesses. I sat around the witches and I sat around the prayer warriors. I sat around the women often. And I got a lot of information from them. I just, you know what I'm saying, be having an attempt to explain it. But when you try to explain it, that's one thing. To teach it and just give it to y'all to see what y'all do with it, that's another. So if the women get together and we got somebody who's able to step his foot in the water and on land and y'all can't get it then y'all just need to stand down. Y'all, and it's like, that'll be crazy to say because it's like the matriarch is who we saying we need. But if y'all can't get it together and it turns into another thing about envy and all the other stuff, then you got to stand down. One thing I will say that'll be different is any detection of animosity and jealousy, all of that, I'm just going to remove you. So a lot of sisters say, we got to hear it. I understand how y'all do certain things. Well, a lot of y'all just going to get removed because we're too late in the game. If I pick up on that, and I see that or detect it at any type of way, you just go ahead and get up out of here. You can go do anything else, anywhere else. I have no hate towards you, none of that. But emotional atmosphere is something that I speak. I speak it. And I know once that shit get tampered with, it's over. It's so hard to get it back on track because people don't forget. You know what I'm saying? They harbor feelings of resentment and it just goes on and on and on and on. We can't have that. When the sisters are actually in the line, they'll know because their activation will take place and it'll show. But once it shows, things going to start happening. It ain't just going to be you just there. Things going to start happening. And it has to happen in a certain way. When y'all show up, it'll be a certain way. You see what I'm saying? It'll move a certain way. Even if it's, I'm not even talking about just dressing the same. I'm saying moving a certain way. Because y'all saw the brothers and y'all know they move a certain way. There's a certain type of structure that must still be present. Okay? Now, what will it be about? I can't say the name yet. Because it's just not time. Meaning I can't say what the whole thing of that particular mission will be about because it's just not time. What I can say is you know where we're pointing toward. And you will know what it actually is. So at any given moment, you can say, hell nah, I don't want to do this no more. At any given moment, you can say, this don't sound right to me, da-da-da-da, I'm gone. And just go ahead. And then from there, we just keep moving. Because if we get 2 sisters, I'm good. I'm trying to tell you something. I work on 2 sisters for 2 years. To see if we can get them on one accord. Because I know all it takes is 2 women. Let alone 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 women can a whole realm be affected by. 2 only. You don't need a whole bunch of them. You see what I'm saying? So just let's get that clear. So all y'all sisters who were saying, y'all man, I want to move. All right, get ready because it's about to activate. And I'm not going to boss nothing. I'm going to show you what you can do. I'm going to show you how to activate it. And from then on, we're going to keep moving. You see what I'm saying? Now, by default, I'm going to handle y'all a different way than I deal with the brothers. That's just by default because there's a different way of communication. At the same time, structure is still structure. Don't think it can't happen because y'all went to school. Some of y'all went to school and you had a male teacher. Don't think it can't happen. It would just mean you don't respect Omari because Dr. Melakazi York taught men and women, elders and youth. And he showed me how to do it. And so it'll just be a disrespect to me. Don't act like I can't be respected because I'm a man and then try to smile in his face. Like we ain't gonna see it. No, if you can't respect me, you ain't gonna respect him. It's just because that he far away right now. How close do we gotta be for you to turn into Abigail? How close do we gotta be for you to turn into Nikki or for you to turn into Sakina or to you to, cause all it takes is for you to think you got an entitlement to some type of position with him. And then he tell you that ain't your position. He put you over plumbing. You see what I'm saying? That's for men and women. He put you over cooking. That's for men and women. And you thought you was supposed to be right there in the front, how he in the front, and now you got resentment. Now you the one starting conversations about whether or not things supposed to be operating this way and what you think about this, what you think about that. Now you the one being nakash. That's all it takes. So don't overlook the fact that this is like a small little program being ran to show you, hey, proximity matter. How you gonna handle me? And then say you're gonna handle him how? How you gonna handle me? Why you think they put it in a book? When Jesus came around and said, those who deny me have denied the Father. Because what you say? They'll say Jesus was God in flesh. Think about what's being actually expressed. If Jesus was God in flesh, then it means that in order for you to get close to God as your mortal comprehension will allow for you to, and fathoming wise, you will have to see or acknowledge Jesus, which will be God in flesh, because how else would you acknowledge God, the angel of the Lord? You would have to find some type of way to materialize this being to be able to comprehend who or what it is that you're dealing with. If you can't materialize it, then it's just a spook. And if it's a spook, you can't relate to it. You can't bear witness. It's a spook. You see? So, okay, how you going to deny one of the ones who's stepping in that way? How you going to deny them? How you going to disrespect them? How you going to hate them? You see what I'm saying? How you going to handle them? From this, I'm telling you, I'm watching everything. Don't fucking handle me because you're going to get handled back. Don't try to handle me. I let it happen. I've been watching. I've been the one. I'm not no pushover. I just been putting the foot down slightly. Don't do that though. You see what I'm saying? So don't get, if you get offended at this point, fine. I'm telling you, the door is open. If you get offended, you can go. Don't ever fucking handle me though, because my blood is on this. Don't handle me. I gave my life up already. Don't tell me about your life being given up. I gave mine already. You see what I'm saying? And if you think, the next time you think about whatever life you done gave up to walk something that nobody forced you into, think about somebody who's doing 135 years fighting to break out of that. all the while still giving, still helping, still pushing out information, still reaching out to people, still checking on people, still sending love to fallen ones. Before you fix your mouth to tell me anything about your suffering, you better think about that one who, because I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you sideways now. Gamma activated. I'm gonna look at you sideways now. Cause wait, are you okay? Are you okay? You know how much he lost? Do you know how much he gave up? Are you okay? Can any of these people who telling you the things they telling you and saying it, giving you their opinions of me, can any of these people relate to that? Do you know what he's been through? And do you know he never once stopped? Never once. So you try to ask me, when will I stop? I can't stop. I got to see it through, and that's what I'm here to do. So if you're around me, that's what you're here to do. If not, hey, listen, I've been kicking it and playing it. I'm going to say what I'm saying without saying it. You think you can hold on to that rope? Go ahead. Go ahead. Because everybody I done seen, that's even the ones who still trying to play like they're around. Everyone who I done seen who done let go of that rope, they out here tripping now. They slandering me now. They talking about they still, but look, ask them, do they still smile and nod? Yeah, they do. They tripping. You see what I'm saying? You think you can hold on to the rope? Go ahead. Go ahead. You think them Sabians got it? Go ahead. You think it's them in them temples? Go ahead. Notice I'm not saying, oh, you have to be around me. No. Go ahead. If you think I'm not in tune, go ahead. You think I'm not connected? Go ahead. Let them deal with me then. If that's what it is, let me be handled. If your heart is in the right place, you'll make it. But don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Think about it. It's 700-something thousand people following me. It's 50 people on here. Don't fool yourself. That realm is loud. You'll be distracted by next Wednesday. You'll be done forgot everything. Some of y'all need to go back and watch Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. That lotus flower that they just put in the Odyssey movie. If you ain't seen that, Odyssey was hard. It was hard. But they spoke about that lotus flower, and that lotus flower keep you trapped. You'll be stuck somewhere, and you won't even know how long. Somebody got to reach in and grab you. If they don't reach in and grab you, you won't know. Think about it. Remember they got them trains and them buses that stop for a second? Those of y'all who done ever rode public transport? You don't remember? Them trains and them buses stop for a moment. You get off, you can go grab something real quick. The MARTA bus driver might hop off and go grab something real quick, but you take your ass too long. Because somebody done walked up on you, offering you a piece of information or offering you to come join them, come play with them, and you become so enticed by whatever the fuck they got to offer you, you done got back to the bus and it's gone. Do you think people intend to miss the bus? No, they don't. You think people try to get left? No, they don't. They get wrapped up in whatever it is they're doing. And then they on their way, then they see it pulling off. And they're always in position to be able to see it pull off. And then they'll be quiet and ask, how do I get back on the bus? It's gone. The bus driver doesn't do that. They don't circle back around. They could see you and wave. They don't circle back around to miss their schedule. Y'all better listen to what I'm saying. All right? Think about what they try to say and think about what's true. They try to say, he don't tell them to read the Patrak. That's not true. Do we have to even address it anymore? His brothers just got through today. I see them every day. Every day the brothers is reading the book, the scrolls. Every day. You see? What are they talking about? Do we have to address that anymore? Oh, he thinks he's Baba. Do we have to still address that? Do we still have to address that? For those of them who saying, I think I'm Dr. Melikazi York, ask them, who am I? So that I can know. Because I ain't claimed to be no motherfucking body. All I do is talk about seats and what you can do when they're active. I ain't claimed to be him. I'm not. Every time I get an opportunity, I say, I'm not on his level. I say, he beat the game. That's that dude. Yo, what do you think about black culture? Dr. Melikazi York. What do you think the solution, Dr. Malachi York? Every time I get an opportunity, and I get a lot of opportunities, and we got more opportunities lining up. And what I'm going to do, Dr. Malachi York? It's by default. You see what I'm saying? So do we really still got to address that? You know what I mean? They say, oh, he don't speak the language. I say, hey, tell him come here and hop on live with me, and I'm going to talk to them in full Misbatia. And I'm going to see if they know Misbatia or Sabbatic. Let's see if they can speak the language. You see what I'm saying? The same ones who are here talking. So do we really got to address that? No, we don't have to address that shit no more. You believe what these people saying? Fine. Some of y'all want slander to be true because it may be that you can look at yourself and say, phew, I don't have to really do no work. See, look at him. He fell. I don't have to do no work. That's why people want the slander to be true. I'm like, which slander going to be true then? I'm not talking about something that you think I'm going to go down for. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm saying what slander is true. You see, if you want to believe something is true, again, that's another way to excuse yourself from the work you got to do. I can't transform for you. I can't make the change and the shift for you. I can't do none of that and won't do that because it's impossible. And I can only vouch to a certain extent. So we ain't going to keep playing the games, y'all. We at the end of the game. Y'all tell me, who all these people talking about, the Rishkians and Hindu, all that, where they at? Tell me what's going on with that, for real. Do you know? What's today? August 12th? It's 12:12 a.m. and August 12th? It's the 11th, so tomorrow is August 12th. That's what they're speaking about with the meteorites is coming through, the meteorite showers. Okay, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they were saying that people were going to be leaving the planet in 2023 because that gate was going to open. All right, anybody leaving this year? What's going on? What's the conversation about the off-planet part? The unseen. I'm not hearing anything about the unseen. All the stuff these people talking about, they going backwards. They're going back into religion. They're going back into bloodline. They're going back into Hebrews. They're going back. I said, wait, I get it, though. I'm not questioning because I get it. I get what's happening. It's like people don't understand, the degrees were real. But once you are realized to not be ready, he's going to give you something else. It's like the Sphinx. The riddle is based on you and your ability. So once the Sphinx opened his mouth, or that lion opened his mouth, or her mouth, and she offered you a suggestion or a question, you have to solve it based off of the information that you possess. You say something to the Sphinx, he's going to say something back. You say, Pop, I got a question for you. Go ahead. How hot is it today? Well, it's 100 degrees today. I didn't know you were going to ask about that, but, it's 100 degrees today. And then you're going to move the next person. Yo, Pa, I got a question. When did the stars align with the pyramid? I'm glad you asked me that because nobody asked me that. Yeah, 10,500 years ago, that's when it did that. That's when the pyramids were aligned up. What people were looking at for ancient Egypt was a commemoration of ancient Egypt. You see, then you get another gem. But if you don't know what question to ask, you're going to ask, yo, Pop. Yeah, go ahead. Or you'll say, Baba. Hey, Baba. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, good to hear you. Go ahead. And then you going to ask him, so are we supposed to wear the bindi still? We still supposed to wear the bindi? Yeah, you can. He going to answer about the damn bindi because you asked about the damn bindi. Can you tell me more about the Queen of Sheba? He going to tell you about the Queen of Sheba because you asked about the damn Queen of Sheba. Ain't nobody asking the real questions, so he ain't got them answers for you. But he said that. He said that. You want the real answers, ask the real questions. So why they mad at me when I go in them chats where they say ask us anything? I'm asking real questions that they can't answer. And I'm doing it on purpose. I know they can't answer it. The reason for me doing that is because the only one who can answer it is him. That's what we need. So I broke the triad. That means stand down and let him teach. What you're supposed to do is say, I'll get back to you, brother. We're going to go ask Barbara that question. We get the answer for you. And go get me the answer then. You see what I'm saying? Other than that, the triad broken. Why the fuck is another nigga from the triad stepping up again? Then none of y'all answer my question. The rules is, after that happened, he got to talk. He come out. You see what I'm saying? I say, yo, what are the coordinates of the birthplace of the planet Earth? Nobody answer it. What are the coordinates? I need it. Those of you who are saying you're going to Sirius, Sophie's, anyone who says they're leaving this planet, going to Sirius, Orion, any of that, if you say you're going to Sirius, I need you to draw me a map from here to Sirius. Draw me a map. And I need you to include all of the different planets you'll pass. Okay? I need you to include how you will get out of the Earth's atmosphere if you were to leave now. In what direction you would have to travel to escape the Earth's gravitational pull. How many degrees you'll have to shift in alignment with her axis, which is the tilt. Tell me the answer or next. Stand down, next. No, next. You didn't answer my question. See, that's another thing. I don't let people not answer my question. So anybody think I'm just repeating? You're not paying attention. They're not answering my question. Once I get my answer, and I know how an answer is supposed to come through because I grew up listening to a master questioner and a master answerer. You see what I'm saying? So Dr. Malachi York didn't just answer your question by saying such and such. He will start by telling you which histories were aligned with the letter S, the letter U, the letter C, and H. Then he'll say such. Then he'll break down the and. Then he'll talk to you about the derivatives of the other such, which is a whole different such. You didn't even know that, did you? You probably don't even know what that means. Like, come on. That's who I was raised on. So I'm going to ask these niggas questions. I want to know. And because we're going to document this, because you don't have the answers, let's tell the people who you're selling these books to the truth. The only one who can answer it is the one who y'all forgot about. They forgot about me, the man. Don't forget, we got the audio recording that Ibrahim put out, and he said that. They forgot about me. So, oh, he's Melchizedek. Oh, he's Al-Qadr. He can help himself. They forgot about me. You see? So y'all forgot about him and all y'all making money off his works and his books and all of that. Okay, cool. Fine. This your doctrine then, huh? I got questions about your doctrine. Let me challenge it. Don't get mad at me. Don't call me the devil. Why I got to be a sixth ether person? Because I challenge and question the doctrine that you say you pushing. They say you're going against Bob. I'm not going against Bob. I rock with the master teacher. I'm going against you. So now, okay, if I'm going against you, stand up how he did. Anytime, let's say I was going against him. If I was, he would be able to stand up and defend whatever it is he brought, because he did that and has done that. I'm not challenging him. I'm not going against him. And they know that. They just got to convince other people of that. Those who up, you ain't supposed to be up under none of them people anyway. But those up under all these other people, they got to look at me and say, oh, he's coming against Baba. He's a disagreeable. He's this, that, and the third. You know I would never, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm going against y'all, though. Those of y'all who monetizing his situation, yeah, I'm going against it. And if anything I'm saying not true, step to the plate. Clear it up. Same thing Tabitha Jet was saying. She was saying, oh, they don't ever address the rumors, da-da-da-da. Anytime she brought my name up, I addressed it, though. I realized that last one she did, she ain't say my name. And if she say my name again and it get to me, I'm going to address it again. I'm not the one to play with. You see what I'm saying? No, it's them. These people got something to hide and benefit from. That's not me. Me, I'm on the same thing I've been on since a child. I just learned a little more, gathered a little more intel, and grew. And now I'm here where I am now. Because you got to take that walk to be able to get there. You see what I'm saying? So if I say question me, you can question me as in ask me questions and I'll answer you. Ain't no reason to doubt me at this point, long as we've been walking. All the degrees we done traveled through. I guess X-ray just slipped through people's fingers because everything I just gave in X-ray, they was supposed to be able to use for this. It's almost like it didn't happen. You got to tell me why. You see? So a lot of the talk now, okay, why is it so important that we have this live and speak on X-ray and speak on gamma and speak on ultraviolet? Because those last 3 degrees out of that lineup on the electromagnetic spectrum, other than the ones that are withheld that I could give you if you make it, Those last 3 degrees, or those last 3 points, are dealing with the unseen realm. And the unseen realm is what Dr. Melchizedek was leading people to understand about. It's the unseen, not just the visible plane or the visible light spectrum. It's that unseen realm, that which requires more of a heightened sensory, you see what I'm saying, of the being, so you can detect what is around you, not just by looking at it. You see what I'm saying? You can detect what the color is, like synesthesia, not just by seeing it. Psychometry, intuition, telepathy, all of that is now. Their theory, reinstallation, all of that is now. Meaning, not just because of the time, but because of the time. Not just because of the space, but because of the space. All this stuff done happened. Y'all think about it. What if I was talking all this shit, right? And we ain't never do anything? What if every day, think about it, because it could have happened because y'all let other people do it out there in the conscious community. What if every day we just got on live? And I talk to you about crystals, right? I say, yo, man, this is higher information. And I come back and I talk to you about the different stages of matter. You know what I mean? Now you come back and I talk to you about carbon and how it's black people. Then we come back. Then I talk to you about animals and gods. Then we come back and it's like every day. What if I just talk to you about different things that the conscious people talked about? Every day we come in, talk about divine love and just the compassion and da-da-da. Then we come back. Then we talk about whether or not they're angels and extraterrestrials. Then we come back and every day we just did that. And nothing ever happened. Meaning those of you who've been around, what if you were never around, right? So you never got to see anything. And then I'm here talking to y'all about, man, y'all don't even get the degrees. What degrees, nigga? You didn't give us nothing. You see? That's not the case. You're dealing with someone who I walked you through. I showed you. I say, look. I say, I'm not going to just say this. I'm going to show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Pull up, and I'm going to show you something. And people did pull up. And immediately it went down. Bow, 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 bow. And y'all know when I get to moving and walking and talking, you know what happened. It starts. It just begins. When we get on the move, it begins. When we get out there in the public, it just begins. You can see people, how we interact, how things happen. The signs show up there. You see it? And you know I'm on alert, high alert, as soon as we pop up. What if that never happened, though? Then gamma wouldn't exist. X-ray would never happen. Ultraviolet never. I was just running my mouth. But every light and every dark, I gave you the degrees that you need. Now, somebody needed to be able to tell me what these degrees were for then. If I asked somebody, what was green about? What was blue about? Y'all should be able to tell me and you should be able to show me that you did it. But you're going to tell me you got the gamma. And I said, gamma is game. And you got September, October, November, December. You got 4 more months in that degree. And you telling me that you ready? You moving like you ready? How you going to get the degrees? You got to be around. How you going to be around if you're not around? How you going to pay attention if you're not paying attention? You better pay attention. When I say join in, it ain't about no money. You see what I'm saying? Look, the brothers who joined in, there were brothers who had their money, there were brothers who didn't have their money. Brothers who didn't have their money, they say, y'all, I don't got it, but I salute what you're doing. I sent them the link. Even the niggas who talking shit, some niggas talking shit. I don't see what make you any different. You just like everybody else. I said, what makes you say that? Well, I didn't expect you to respond. But no, man, I'm just what I really meant is I sent them the link. Pull up. Pull up. Why? Because now this your chance. This is your chance. It ain't me, it's you. It's you. What are you gonna do this time? You know what I'm saying? If it was like that, when niggas talking to me about they ain't got no money, I sent everybody who said they didn't have it the link. That's women and men. You know what I'm saying? And some people said they had. I told them, I said, hold it. I'm not looking for the money thing. Well, my thing is, for one, if you got a problem with it because you see $9 or you see $30, you got a problem with it, I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing because niggas pay $2,000 to join certain orders and they got dues and all kind of stuff, and all y'all niggas do is dress alike. That's it. There's nothing happening. They dress alike and learn about mathematics tools and machines. And you pay big money to just join that, to be a part of it. If I put that price out there and I say join, and I say it's a one-time payment, it's people that have been around since then, and ain't paid nothing else. They ain't put no money else in, but they still working on themselves. And they got a community of people that are doing that, or at least appearing as though they are. So that motivation is there, not just the discipline. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's a good thing if people see that shit and be like, oh, he just like everybody else. I think that's good, because then stay out. That's the only reason why I do that. Because other than that, if I put it up as a free link, we'd be overrun by people who just want to watch, people who just want to observe, trolls, or we'd just be overrun. I thought about doing it a few times like that. And I did it with certain types of groups, but this ain't that. We passed all that. Everybody just in the Telegram. Because you want to know what happened when I did it like that? After 2 weeks, everybody just be sitting there. I say something, 5 people respond. It's 200 people in. So we ain't doing that. I figured out more of how to move forward. So if I open them gates, come on. People ask me, why you don't do this? Why you don't show up nowhere? Why you don't be doing no this? I do, but you be missing when I put the call out. I can't do it how all your other people be out there doing it. I can't be like, yo, we going to be at this convention, da-da-da-da. I could, but I'm smarter than that. You see what I'm saying? Now, rarely like we did on Stone Mountain, but that Stone, y'all know that, those who know, you know what the Stone Mountain was about. I had a message. The book of John, chapter 7, verse 18. I had a message to glorify Yanun. And because of that, I said, if I die on that mountain, that's how you'll know whether or not I was a false prophet or somebody that need to be out the way. I said that, I started getting messages from everybody who love me. Say, nigga, are you okay? Are you crazy, nigga? You saying you're going to tell people where you're at and you're going to go? I said, yeah. And if they get me, it was supposed to happen. Because, I said, how many times I came on here and said, I said, they get me, it's supposed to happen. And I'm okay with it because I never wanted to be in the way. So this is going to be, we're going to do a few things that day. We're going to test whether or not I'm in the way and get me up out the way so the people can find their way. Whoever else supposed to help them, let them help. You see how that sound? You see how it's starting to sound? If I'm the problem, let me go on and get up out the way so whoever else supposed to get you there, they can go ahead and, right? Because who? Where? I keep asking y'all. Where? You know all of them deny him. All of them deny him. You know it. You just heard 19 Keys talking about Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And we don't, that's not the disrespect, Malachi, just that Honorable Elijah, what, you sound stupid. They're like saying, we learn about addition. It's not like we disrespect multiplication. Nigga, we need that degree. That degree is relevant. Honorable Elijah Muhammad is not a relevant degree. That's just the truth. It is a relevant degree. All right. I ain't going to do it. So I could do it to him. Because then I'll go and walk through their problem book. I'll walk through their questions. I'll walk through their lessons. I'll walk through their statements as students enrolled. And I'll ask them, is the population of the planet Earth still this? Who is the original man today? Who is called that? That's not even in the lingo. So you're going based off of the lingo of 1960s. You see what I'm saying? Who is the colored man today? Who goes around saying colored? That's not even terminology of now. The opening statements of your lessons are outdated. The population of the planet Earth has shifted drastically since those days and times. It's outdated. So you have to admit that it's outdated. You got to update your teachers for you to even introduce it. Or it's outdated. That like us, my teaching has to be like, yo, this is why we can't allow Bush to become president. And he'd be like, what the fuck do you mean we can't allow Bush to be president? That's the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He's advanced. What? Yeah, we don't need Malachi York talking about Trump and all that. Trump is president, nigga. That's relevant. Bush is no longer president. Matter of fact, he was. So even saying you can't allow him would be irrelevant within itself because he did become that. Do you get it? Or was the analogy too advanced? The point being, these people are pushing teachings and degrees and doctrines that are super outdated and not relevant to what's moving right now and the degrees that are accessible. You're no longer just trying to find out whether or not the black man is God. You're not trying to find that out. You're not trying to find out whether or not the white man is this. You're not finding that out. You're not trying to find out that Egypt existed. Did you know that? Everybody already doing that. Nobody got to learn what the fuck the Ankh is. Everybody got one on. So all that stuff is already out here. What's next? What's next? And there are higher degrees than that. There are higher levels than Islam. 5%ers. 5%ers. What about the 1%ers? You know what I'm saying? What about that? I'm talking about the 5%ers. Y'all ain't even 5%ers. You stood on the block. The 5%ers owned the block. What about the 1%ers? Those who are operating as elite in the earth plane. What about them? They exist. We're not supposed to be getting to that level. You stop it at 5 of the nation of gods and earths. Gods and earths. Think about it. What about all the rest of the planets? What about Venus? What about Mars? What are they? What are they? You got gods and you got earths. You got fathers of the universe. You got all this other stuff. Okay, cool. All right, where the mother at in that? Mother of what? The omniverse? You got other parts of this is missing. So you say gods and earths. What about the other planets? Are there no other planets? What about the stars? What about the sun? What about the fact that the sun is a star? You know what I'm saying? Is the eastern star the sun? You take you to different parts of the question they have. It's like, yo, that's not advanced, family. We done with that. If it's a nation of gods and earths, okay, then you have to understand that when you're saying God, you're saying that which yielded. Okay? The God will be that which yielded. The Father did not yield the women on this planet. The women, the mitochondria, the double X split for XY to yield the men. So the gods are the women. And in ancient Egypt, the earth was not the mother, it was Geb. Does that break your heart? Geb was a man. So it was Nut. And so when you say nation of gods and earth, I got to say Nut, which means no, that's wrong. The gods are the women and the earths are the men. Unless you're saying that that which you teach does not align with the ancient Egyptian sacreds. If that's the case, then you're not teaching anything because everything aligns with the ancient Egyptian sacreds. Every scripture, every text, every book has synchronicities and lineups with those texts. The pyramidic texts, the maxims, the papyri. You forgot all that? Even the ancient Sumerians said there wasn't nothing but next door neighbors, the same people. They still got the similar buildings and writings and glyphs and cuneiform and you see, and they got the same stories about water and those who survived the flood and the flood of blood. Then you got this flood over here, Utnapishtim, Enki Enlil. You see, then you got Genesis. In the beginning, Bereshit. So you say be is like saying house, bet. So you're in that, like in. All right, be is also in or at in Hebrew. So you say be, okay, but not just re, you got to add it. Beresh, resh. All right, I'm saying a house that is, or I'll say the head, really, or the top. So you can say the pinnacle, the point that's at the top, or the start. Beresh, in the point that is the start, the starting point, which will be the bottom, by the way, if you're building a pyramid. So at the bottom of the pyramid, which will be the top, meaning that start at the top of the story. Don't get confused. Bereshit. If I put that there, I'm saying in the beginning as in a placement. Okay, go look up everything I'm saying because the place is that which you have to build the foundation on. You see? And after that foundation is built, then you can form other things, bara, on top of it. That's why they say bereshit, in beginning. Bara was the next word. Bara is to say to form or fashion. Elohim, bara Elohim, im, all right, plural. These beings or these deities formed or built heaven, the heaven. Okay, so you say heaven, Shamaim, which is also to say heavens, because im is there, plural. So a lot of people say heaven, but in all actuality, the im makes it plural. Also, it's a two-part word of fire and water, Sham, Mayim, okay, which is to say heaven, which is, again, is another conversation to be had about whether or not the fire and the water is actually being created because the creation wouldn't have secured that to begin with. Why? Because the very next statement would have been about the deep, or called Tehom, that was there present, and the Spirit of the Lord was hovering over it. You see, I'm explaining to you. So if you created the heaven and the earth in that point, for one, there would be no flooding or no placement of water or the abyss for the Spirit of God to flow over, right? And you would have already had there what people are calling the land. That's what the Eretz would have been. So when they say Shemaim, and the heavens and the earth, Eretz. Eretz was not the planet. It was the earth, as in the dirt, the soil, land, the crust. All right. Well, what's important is the water was never said to have been created. It was already there. So the waters, Nun, which ancient Egyptians speak, that don't make sense, because if you say vacuum, you're speaking about a matterless existence. There is no matter operating in that vacuum. So if there was, quote unquote, nothingness, the water come from, that had to be separated with the rakia to be able to form the atmosphere, oxygen to exist, which would mean what? God didn't create the water. Where does it say he created fire? He didn't create the fire. He didn't create the water or Adam, the man, to bring his spirit into Eve, Hawa, life. Okay, as a living soul, man became a living soul. In order for him to breathe that oxygen of spirit into him, there was never stated a creation of very oxygen. And so in order for being to exist, people will say, no, he was breathing in that soul that God breathed into him, that spirit that God breathed in him. That's what he breathed in and out. Okay, if we put Adam in an enclosed environment and seal it off from the out world or the outer world, guess what happens? The longer he breathes, he's going to die. You want to know why? Because he's releasing carbon dioxide, that which scientists have figured out is a real thing long ago. You see, so anybody talking about how it's the spirit, remember I told them that, I said, so, but if you cover your mouth or you breathe in a balloon, eventually you can't breathe no damn more. So how you just breathe in the spirit? God did oxygen? How? Because how could God have created oxygen if the water was already there? Which is dihydrogen monoxide, which would have been what? Dihydrogen, 2 hydrogen, and monoxide, 1 oxide, H2O. 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. You see? Who created the oxygen? Air. And air ain't even just oxygen. Air is oxygen, nitrogen, and other substances coming together, other chemicals and elements coming together. You see? So, okay, my point being, any book that you will be referring to, any text that you will be referring to, came from ancient Egyptians. So if you're saying nation of gods and earths, who would be the gods? The original gods were the ancient Egyptian deities. You see? And that one who was called the god of the earth, that earth god was Geb. And Geb was a man. Nut was the arc of the sky, similar to the Milky Way that you see when you stand in the Sahara Desert. She was the arc. You see, where the stars gather. So, yeah, them women are the gods then. They're the overseers. They're the overarchers. The archangels, that's them. You see what I'm saying? It's okay. So the 5 percenters, that information is outdated. Circle 7 Quran, that's outdated. Islam, I, self, law, am master, outdated. Arm, leg, arm, head. Dr. Malachi already wrapped that up, outdated. It's all outdated. What do you say? You say you're forgetting a point, especially the men. You're forgetting a point. That point of the phallus or the penis is not being counted. Why? Say arm, leg, arm, head. That's a woman. Specifically. All right, we already cleared that up. So that's outdated. The Hebrew Israelite doctrine is not working. It's biblical. Yeah. It talks about things that these people say is real. Yeah. They just say it though. It's still outdated. What are you going to be able to do now? You got people talking about they want to go to Israel. You got people talking about it. It's outdated, family. We need more advanced information than that. There's a more advanced language in Hebrew. There's a more advanced language in Arabic. We need more advanced language. We need tones that bring us out of us. You see, most people they don't even speak the Hebrew language, but they out here yelling at people about the Hebrew doctrine. It's outdated. What else they got? You know why? All that's outdated. I just said all their lessons, all that's outdated. They know that. The original man, all this stuff don't apply right now. Population of the planet Earth doesn't apply right now. You see what I'm saying? Only thing they could probably say is like, okay, the circumference and the diameter of the Earth, all that. Okay, they knew that. That's because you're speaking about the planet, even still. A lot of that stuff is outdated. What are you going to do with that? Supreme mathematics, outdated. It's still Islam. That's the secret behind supreme mathematics. It's Islam. So it's outdated. All this stuff that people are saying people need to accept. You see, when he walked around with that moon on his head, it's outdated. What are you doing with that? That's a symbol of illusion. Surah 17, verse 12, the lesser light. The light that is lesser. The light that is void. Which means it's not even a light, because how is it glowing? It's a reflection. It's not the true light. You see that? But they don't understand. That's why I'm telling people, the reason why I make such fuss about Dr. Melikazi York is because you got to show me, and they haven't showed me all this time. I've been losing my voice 20 times a day. Yelling, screaming, say, show me who else. Show me one person who took it further. It doesn't exist. And the ones who you try to put up there, you niggas out here with their cheetah print nails and shit, it's like that's where he was taking y'all to finger fashion. You wanted finger fashion. That's what you. Okay, you can have it. Don't get it confused. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing like when we put that video up and they were crying about whether or not there was a white dude around. Don't get it confused. You'll be stabbed by those close to you. You know what I'm saying? That's how a knife operates. It's how a knife works. You see what I'm saying? You're looking at who got the knife. They got to be close to you most of the time, unless they some ninja. They got to be close to you to weaponize it. You see what I'm saying? So all that's my brother because he melanin dominant. I don't believe that. See, say you my brother, don't take it to the head and don't take it for granted. I'm say it again. If I say you're my brother, don't take it to the head and don't take it for granted. Don't confuse me standing up and saying, yo, this is my brother for me trusting you either. No, I'm going to trust what you do. I'm going to see your works. If I see you show up, you ain't gave me no reason to ostracize you and count you out because you show up. If I seen you on the front line, you ain't gave me no reason to, because you show up. You hear me? All right, cool. Let them say what they want to say. This our thing. They don't have no say so. You know what I mean? I'll calculate how we move forward when they say little this, say little that. Man, we'll address that. We'll address that because it just get people looking a little more to see what's going on. That's all people want to do. They just want to look and observe. We're not here for everybody. We can't be. The boat not big enough. I don't know if people understand that part. If he say, when it's all over, there's going to be enough of y'all to fit in the Volkswagen. You think I'm trying to reach everybody? Nigga, hey, look, I got to reach enough. I got to reach enough. And we got to get there. It's a long journey. You're going to get there. I hope you don't look at me to be grabbing the steering wheel of the boat. I don't fly it. Get you where you going. You don't turn around, I'm not even going to be there. Beep. Would have glipped out, jumped somewhere else. I got you where you was going, though. How many people going to be there, though? Think about it. You'll know if you're going to be there because you're getting visitation. Is it me visiting you? No. You know who. You getting visitation, ain't you? That's how. Don't lose your seat fucking around. This is the real deal. Go watch the movie The Stand. Mother Abigail is Dr. York. Go watch the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. They were speaking about telepathic and psychic abilities to be able to pick up on certain messages to get you to a specific location. You see that? On top of an elevated plane. Do you remember that? Okay, go watch it. The Stand. Go watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Go watch Disclosure Day. That's another movie speaking about psychic abilities. Watch all them psychic ability movies. That's what he was saying. Those who are going to be in tune. Don't take it for granted because eventually I'm going to stop reaching. Why? Because there won't be no room on that path. The door's still open. Through. Say, all right, walk. Let's walk. Let's walk. Don't lose what you got. Hold what you got. Hold on to what you have. All right? So I salute those of you who stand. This is the stand. I salute you. You've been through a lot. Some of y'all done lost people along the way. I salute you. Remember, you don't owe me anything. You can do this without me. Go ahead, do it. I'm not saying you got to be on my lives and none of that. Do your thing. Just make it. Make it that I would like to say, I hope that I can see you on the other side, purified. I'm not talking about no dying and none of that. I'm talking about when we've completed the works to be able to see the fruit. Don't you want to see and walk out? That's a part of it. You got to make it. You got to make it. You see? Now let's just say, and I'm not saying this will be the case. I'm just saying there's a high probability that this will be the case. But I'm not saying this will be the case. I'm just saying the probability of this being the case is very high, very likely. Let's say when he get out, a call got to be made. Somebody gonna know. Let's say I get the call. Where will you be? Where will you be? Because it won't be no, hey, you know what I'm saying? Yo, go tell everybody on the internet. It's not gonna be that. Go tell everybody we over here. It's not gonna be that. I'll get a call. He watches. Ooh, I just felt something. Oh, that just shifted my whole everything. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, people forget who he is. It's like I can't even say it because if I say it, they're going to say I said it. I ain't going to say nothing because they always try to twist it. Because I'm saying stuff. And when you say stuff out in public, they try to twist it to make you sound like you crazy at making stuff up. So I ain't going to say it. He watches. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say this. Unless my phone cut, I ain't going to say it. Nah, I can't say it. I ain't going to say it, bro. Nah, I got to say it, though. All right. Man, no. Oh, okay. All right. Man, all right. I ain't gonna say it. There's no way to say it. There's no way. There's no way to say it. Without people flipping it, they're gonna try to flip it. And I don't even care to prove nothing. All right. Anyway, he watches. He watches and it's like, I'll tell you this. I was in my dream. This was about a year ago. And I was on the phone. We were talking, and either it might have switched, and Ibrahim had to get off the line. Either that or, like something happened, and I was on the phone with him alone. And as soon as his voice started coming through the phone, my chest, everything was warping. I felt like I was moving in slow motion under a pressure. And all he was doing was like just when he started to breathe and speak, it's like I felt the force and the pressure through the phone. He watches, I'll tell you that. He watches. He watching, and he listening. And it's like, damn. When I said that, I'm going to tell you what I felt. The first time I said it, the reason why I stopped, if you can imagine somebody sitting in your chest, like if you remember the easels we had in class when they overlap, and so imagine somebody overlapping themselves on you. Am I saying that he did that? No. That's why I don't even fucking talk to people no more. Because if you don't understand certain shit, I don't even really care no more to explain it. I'm tired. This shit real though. When I said he watches, I felt an overlay. Not just like somebody standing by you, somebody standing as you, in you. I felt that shit. I'm not saying it's him. I'm saying I felt it. I felt it. And I done felt similar things like that. I remember looking at his photo when I first started the fast, the 40-day fast, when I first started it. I was looking at his photo. I was in the room by myself. All the lights off, but his photo was on the computer screen. And I was like, yo, I was saying, I know you real. I know you real. You want to know what he did? He smiled. All right, I'm going to say that because I don't give a fuck. That photo smiled. He smiled, nigga. And I decided not to trip, nigga. I decided not to trip. But yeah, I felt that. He watching. And I'm glad that I felt that because it's like it was a reminder. It's like a memory just happened. Yo, I'm not tripping for real. You ever figure out you not tripping for real? Like, I'm not tripping for real. You feel like you being watched? You might be one of us. If you really feel like you being watched, I'm not talking about you just doing what you do, you got a conscience. No, it's one thing to have a conscience. It's another thing to like, you really feel like you being watched. Yeah, I'm being watched. And I don't think I'm just being watched. Cause I don't know. I think certain masters can hijack your shit and be you. I think that. And as I'm saying it, I feel like I'm surrounded. I got to talk to y'all straight out now. I just got to talk to you straight out. I don't care what they say. I'm not delusional. I feel surrounded right now. Like, I feel surrounded. I think certain masters can just reach into your vessel and just be you. So that it's like, when you saying certain things, you don't even know why you on live. You don't even know who you talking to or why. When you make a certain statement and it happen, you just become whatever it is at that time that's hijacking. And then that's what but that's my thing. I be saying it. I speak out. I say to the overseers or the Most High or whatever you think it is. I say, just use me. Use me because I know it's real. I told you I was sitting out on why am I saying this? I was sitting out on the porch and I don't know what led me to being on the porch, but I closed my eyes. It was dark. And eventually I dozed off. And what woke me up was a few raindrops. You see what I'm saying? It was a few raindrops that started to pitter-patter. There was a blue box next to me, a blue little box with like cloth on it. It started to pitter-patter, and that pitter-patter was like, and then I woke up, and it was just enough to wake me up. It didn't rain long. It just rained for like a few seconds and heavy-ass raindrops, and it woke me up. And when I woke up, whose face did I see in the sky? Call me crazy. I don't care. I saw Yanun's face in the clouds, and I was shook because as soon as that rain pitter-pattered and woke me up, a cat ran across my feet. That same cat be pulling up on us now. I think that was the first time I seen the cat. No, it wasn't the first time because it was a kitten when I first seen it. But it ran across my feet, and I looked up in the sky, and I seen in the clouds a big face, looked like the Yanun image. And I said, I know you real. You're real. And the clouds started to come closer in my direction. Like his face, the face didn't move. It just started to get bigger. Other times it would be like I'm observing a lightning storm and a cloud, a tiny puff of cloud breaks off from the storm and just comes right where I'm at. In my direction. And it just comes to where I'm at and then it disperses. And then it comes the other direction and does the same thing. Little tiny puff like somebody blew cigarette smoke. It's like that, but bigger, about the size of a car, broke off from the rest of the clouds and came right to me, like right over me, and then dispersed. And I'm looking at this shit like, yo. Or I'll be out there and I'll call you at noon, and all the green lights just start flashing. Green, 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 green. It's so normal now, I just kept saying it. Yeah, noon. Yeah, noon. Yeah, noon. And then at one point, which I'm not able to do it right now, I don't even know how I got there. At one point while I was saying it, that woo, 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 that type of frequency was coming out as I'm saying, yeah. It was like a stutter. I can't do it right now. Yeah. That's how I know I reached a certain state. And everything that was happening, green, 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 flash, 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 pink, green, 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 flash, flash, purple, green, 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 flash, flash. And then there was a circle, a orb that shot through, and it was green. And then next to it was a circle of like a grid that lit up in different forms as lightning stretching across. But as that happened, there was a green orb that shot through. Not a flash of like a meteor, because it was cloudy. It was an orb of lightning, if you would say that. But it was a light, and it flashed through. But it was green. See what I'm saying? It just got so normal now. It's like, all right. The lightning been over the house lately. It's just, I'm always listening. I'm always paying attention to the weather and what it's saying. And, yo, they're watching. I don't know why we're here saying this. I got a message to everybody right now. This ain't the time to play. If you think it, go ahead. I can't stop you. This ain't the time to play. You maybe the reason why I'm being used is because I don't want to do it. Does that make sense to you? I don't want to deal with the hatred. I don't like when people cold to me. That really fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, I'd rather be in Hawaii. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't like when people look at me sideways and think they know who I am and all. I don't like dealing with the scrutiny. I only like dealing with the internet stuff. I really don't like it. So I posted on Instagram. Remember the song I was saying? Instagram, I don't even feel like posting. This shit require me to. People think I'm trying to get attention and clout. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this shit. I put it in my music. I don't even feel like posting it. It just required me to do it. I don't want this. So, however you thinking of me, whatever you think of me, fine, go ahead. It's just, if you can get it through me, please listen. Whoever need to hear this, yo, now is not the time. Now is not the time. I don't know what it means. Some people going through it in different ways. But now is not the time. You get an opportunity, something come through for you, and you better pay attention. You know what I mean? They catch your attention. You better listen this time. You know what I mean? Now is not the time. So, hey, salute yourself for making it this far, for sure. Just don't forget, man. A lot of people made it straight to the building and then walk in. You know what I'm saying? Tortoise in the hair. People got ahead very quickly and then just stopped and took a nap. It's like, you can't afford that nap. What if somebody would have been in their hair ear saying, yo, you here? You here? You with me? What if somebody got in the hair ear? Then they would have been able to hop back up and realize they've been laying, you laying down. You laying down. You forgetting the lingo. It's a lingo to this. You forgetting, don't forget. This real. I said, if anybody could tell me what this symbol is, I'll shut the fuck up and I'll follow you. You see what I'm saying? Anybody can tell me what bound is the symbol I put out. If you could tell me about that, these niggas can't put out no symbols. Notice, all these niggas want to do is copy other symbols and put out, who putting out symbols? Remember, I put out the equal fixer. Remember, the equal fixer was something you ain't never seen. Niggas looking at that and say, what? The equal fixer came straight to me. I remember the day. I grabbed a pen, I grabbed some yellow construction paper and connected them, and then it became the equal fixer. We put out symbols, emblems. If you could tell me what that is, I'll be quiet. I'll start. Hey, what you got to say? We'll let you do this. It's so intricate, the details of that sign. shit, you better be ready for what it means then, or why it just popped up. Matter of fact, it's actually been out if you had my books. It just wasn't time. You know what I mean? I put this shit, I put certain symbols in my books. I put certain signs in my books, certain emblems in my books. One of the ways that we communicate is signs. You see what I'm saying? Like when the master gave people certain signs, he would give them a sign. And they were told, don't alter it. Keep it how it is. And that'll be one of the recognizable symbols of you. It's like, it's just so simple, but people be trying to spiritualize it. It's not a spiritual thing. If I give you this sign and I say, hey, when you get to the building, show on this sign, that's your key in. I'm not saying literal. I'm saying like, just think about what it means. Think about it. You want to know something interesting? I'll tell you, because you insist. I was just thinking about the boundless sign. I had just redirected how it was fashioned, right? So you can see it as this. Look at that. Look. All you got to do is look at it, right? Don't even try to think about it. Look at how somebody just joined the live and the name is Greatness Bound. But don't even think about that, right? Because what are the odds of that? Whatever. Just look at the emblem. All you got to do is look at it. Don't even think about it. Then you'll see. Just look at it, right? Just look. Right? And let it move. Let it turn. Let it dictate what it is. Just look, though. You seen it? Have you seen it before? No. Have you seen it? No. Is it anywhere? No. But do you see it? You see it? And if you listen to it, it speaks, it rolls, it turns, it shifts. Can you follow it? Can you follow it? You're going to need that. You're going to need that. Remember I gave you the livogram. Remember I gave you what they call the diagram? I gave you that, so you're going to need that. I guess some people put it down. So anyway, so I was dealing with the symbol, and guess what wound up happening? I went on Instagram, and it was a brother named I Am Nine Love. I can't remember where I saw that, but I know I saw it on somebody's story. And it was Dr. York talking. So as soon as I hear Dr. York's voice, my body get calm anyway. My being, you know what I'm saying, it resonate. So I stopped and listened. And I remember this teacher from when I was younger. He said, put yourself in the middle of a room, pitch black. You know what I'm saying? He said, you don't see the wall, something like that. But he said, you're in the center of the universe. But he said, you're boundless. And I just like, well, my actual sound was like, then I was like, bro. Then I spoke out loud. I said, how do you do that? I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying I did for sure say out loud, how do you do that? I was just looking at the boundless symbol that I drew. And I go and flip on my phone and he talking about being boundless. And what's so crazy, I'm going to tell you what's crazy because you insist. I done heard that teaching 1,000 times and never heard this nigga say boundless. Never. I never heard him say nothing about boundless. And I done heard that teaching 1,000 times. That was one of my favorite ones when I was little because I would turn the lights off and listen to it. And do what he was telling. When he would give people exercise, I practiced that shit as a 4, 5, 6-year-old. You see what I'm saying? Hey, it's real. It's real. So I was wondering what color I could put it in officially. I came up with a few different colors. Gold and blue was one of them. White and black was another. But when I did this, something happened in my body. I just stared at it. That's why it took so long for me to actually get on live. I was just staring at it like, yo, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning like, why do I feel this way from just the symbol? You see? So, I've been told y'all about that though. So pay attention when you're given a symbol. So, we're going to explore about it. You know what I mean? Look, here go that light. Here go that light. Murder Doc. There go his hat. That's his actual hat. We moved that crown that was there, and we put his actual hat there. I'm saying, look at the light. At the angels, the lamb, the trumpet, the rose, the Bible, Reverend Dr. Malachi York, Martyr Doc, the scroll, the justice keepers on both sides, and the seat. Those who know what that seat is, you know what that seat is. It's on the right side. The gates. The Wunuwap flag. The 9 points on the sun. It all started with a chair, though. It was just a chair. That's all it was. And then slowly but surely different pieces, but it'd be different. It's like, what if I just drew stuff, right? What if I just made like construction paper drawings and put a drawing of an angel? No, this stuff came together. Like, this is the actual platform Tamaray. That's his hat. Not a hat he made. Not one of the hats from the Nuwabians. That's his hat from the classes. It was just handed to me. You see what I'm saying? By one of the sons. The flag. It's the real deal. And then you know what's outside in the back? Them statues. So I just take the signs. I say, listen, so far, when I be wondering, am I on the right track? Am I doing it the right way, y'all? Every time I get my answer, it's like, I am. I'm not doing the wrong thing. So I'm not looking for man to confirm it. I get signs. Am I doing the right thing? I'm not trying to do this the wrong way. Don't let me speak. Hey, let's pull a stone real quick. Let the stone speak. You know what I mean? Or because the Udum and Thummim never lied. Since I was young, the Udum and Thummim always been on point. They'll show you. They'll put it right there in front of you, and then you have to decide. I have to bear witness to that. Am I doing the right way? Cool. I ain't heard from y'all in a week or two. What's going on? The statue showed up. Bow. Say, never mind. Y'all with me? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll literally ask, y'all with me still? And then something will happen, and they'll show me. They with me. So I like to share it with y'all, because I don't know who each and every one of y'all are. Don't give up now. We're too close. It could be any day now. Don't give up. Any day. Malachi, he'll be out the hole soon. You know what I'm saying? They put him in a hole, so he's functioning from a different plane. They put him in the hole. He'll be out very soon. You see what I'm saying? And it's not over. He'll be out the hole and he'll be out. Just make it. That's all I'm saying to do. Just make it so you can see that this is real. I already know it's real. I would say Bodhisattva. You see, like Avalokitesh, what was the brother name? Avalokiteshvara. Avalokiteshvara. That's the one who made it out and came back. There's a few different ones that were called Bodhisattva. I'm one of the Bodhisattva. I already know it's real. I already bear witness. I already know. I know he real. I don't know how to explain all this stuff. I don't know how to explain how things happen this way. Don't get mad at me because of mortal things and how you think things are supposed to go. Stop handling me like that. I don't know how everything's supposed to go. All I know is it's been set up a certain way, and I'm just doing my best to get it all together. Don't count me out now. That's what I'm saying? Don't count yourself out, really. Can't count me out. You know what I mean? Make it there. He'll be out. He'll be out. I want to see y'all when we take this further. You see what I'm saying? I want to see y'all. We got to make it, though. Get into the books. Get into the scrolls. I told y'all the brothers are reading daily. Get into that. All right? Don't fall away. It's easy to fall away. Don't fall away. Don't fall away. Don't fall away. Remember, the word we're coming out, the great falling away. Do not fall away. Don't fall away. I know. And once you keep walking, I got it. Like I told the brothers who's close around, I told them, I said, listen, as soon as you start walking in this newer degree, they about to activate. You hear me? Challenges is going to come, y'all. From everywhere. No matter what you're doing, you be doing just your dailies. And it is a challenge. A challenge. It's coming. Don't worry. You are built for it. Just get there. You need some help? I'll give you some help before we get up out of here. I'll give you some keys to keep with you. You need to start doing this so that, for one, I don't think people can see me. I don't think you can. Maybe that's for my protection. If you could see me, maybe you wouldn't doubt me. Maybe you would know who you're talking to. Maybe you would know who you're dealing with. If you can't remember, or if you can't see me, I'll give you some things to keep you on track. 1, do not go to rest without turning on one of them teachings, the Yanun, something, and putting it on loop. Pick one, play it, put it on loop. You can't go wrong with it. All right? It's information. Don't let nobody try to make it think I'm spookifying it. They won't understand it no way. It's information or it's meditative. They let people tap in the mic and whisper and put rain and thunder on, all that for people to rest. Why we can't rest with some information? So put on one of the teachings and put it on loop. Pick whichever one jump out to you. So I'm saying it don't got to be the same one every night unless you're doing the Yanun. But I'm telling you, it's something about that Yanun one. You put that on loop. Or that DNA music one, you put that on loop. See what I'm saying? Or you put on that comedic visualization, something from the master. Take it, put it on loop. If you think that sound crazy, whatever, good. I'm not talking to you. I'm only talking to who I'm talking to right now. You know what I'm saying? You want help to get that grip tightened up on that rope? Here go one of the things you could do. Play the master every night. Put it on loop. When you go on the rest, put it on loop. You want to know what happens? 2 things. 1, you'll get visitation. That's 1. Now, does it mean he actually traveling to you? I'm not saying that. I'm saying you will have experiences where he pop up in your dream. That don't mean it's him channeling to you. It still will mean that there will be a certain amount of wisdom imparted upon you. Certain signs you'll get because he still exists in this plane that you'll be entering into, the subconscious plane, the dream plane. He'll still be there as whoever you know him to be. So he'll pop up, and that'll be a representation that can be reflected in your everyday life as you depart from the subconscious plane or the dream plane into the waking plane. That makes sense so far? Play his stuff. Put it on loop so you don't got to hear no ads and all that. I don't think the ads be coming through with the loop. Put it on loop. You know what I'm saying? And listen to it. Another thing, read the books. Read them scrolls. Them scrolls going to align you. You see? No matter what happened in your life, just test it out. Whatever going on, especially if you got a physical copy of a book. I'm talking about even the older ones. Whatever going on, pick up one of them books and read. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Just do it. Test it out. Once you start reading, something happens. Something happens. It's like a shift in your whole mental state. Pick up a book and read. That's the second thing you can do. Read his books. Listen to his teachings. Put the teachings on loop. Put the meditation on loop. And read his books daily. Give yourself an hour and just read. If you can, cut out the meat. Cut meat out of your diet if you can. You probably don't even know what it's doing to you because I was bold about it until I stopped. Because I stopped twice in my life. This is my second time and I ain't went back. Probably don't know what it's doing to you until you stop. So if you can stop anything, at least stop the meat. You see what I'm saying? That's chicken, beef, pork. Stop eating the flesh if you can. I'm not going to tell you that, you know what I mean, that you got to do this and you're a bad person. I'm saying if you can, if you can manage it budget-wise, all of that, cut the meat out. You see what I'm saying? I tried to eat something I wasn't supposed to eat today. It wasn't meat. But I tried to eat some bready stuff today, even though I was advising we ain't doing that. And I tried to eat it, and I'm glad it happened because the shit didn't stay down. But I went to the shit because I fell into a quick little depressive state of, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga felt like he was going through it by himself. So I literally spoke out loud. I said, bro, I'm not doing that no more. How many people done that before? You know what I'm saying? You feel bad, so you eat something. I said, I'm not doing that shit no more. And that shit came right up. And I was glad that it came right up. It hurt though. Yeah, I ain't talking about no little one. I'm talking about one of the ones that, You see what I'm saying? The one with a neighbor knocking you. Yo, you good? I'm straight. See what I'm saying? So, hey, if you can help it, stay away from the bullshit. If you can help it. I don't want to go into the whole dietary advisory thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's no one size fits all diet. I think that's bullshit. What I would suggest is that you consider cutting meat out of your diet. I would suggest that, but I don't make no promises about nothing and none of that. Exercise is another thing you can do daily. Exercise, because it gets you active. And gamma is all about that too. When you exercise, you tap into gamma state. You see, so not just gamma as in the rays on the electromagnetic, but gamma as in the activity in the brain. You see? So exercise, if you can manage it, and you can, do a little exercise daily, even if it's right before you go to rest, you can do it. Other things are obvious. I think we've already said it enough. Cut out pornography if you can manage it, and you can. Cut out pornography. And a lot of times we focus on the men, but women, y'all too. Cut pornography out because it fuck with the subconscious plane. You don't know it, but it does. Well, a lot of people don't know it. If you can manage it, and you can manage it, cut that out. You need to be able to hear, that's why. Put your feet on the grass every now and again and walk around in your yard, if you can, or at a park. You know what I'm saying? Drink you some water and align yourself. Ask. When you in the night, ask. Ask questions. Ask for certain things to be revealed. This is what I was taught by my mother. When I had questions, she said, you know what you need to do? When you about to go to rest, just ask for it to be revealed to you. That's when y'all be hearing me say stuff like that. That was my Umi who taught me all that. She taught me that. And that shit still works. Some of the stuff I probably forgot it was her that taught me. Because it was ingrained in me so young, it just became a part of me. Solutions that I thought everybody knew about. I have to tell people this type of stuff. I thought everybody knew that. When you need answers, you go in that closet, you go in that dark room and just ask. Get you a green light. Yeah, we went through the green light degrees. All understood. I never said remove the green lights. You see what I'm saying? Get you a green light. Put it somewhere in your home. Put it in your room. You know what I'm saying? Get you a green light. It's like a memory that'll activate. A reminder. Get you one. What else? Yeah, remember I say ask out loud. Just ask. ASK. Those who are ready. Ask, seek, knock. Just ask. This way you know I'm not trying to have you follow me. Some things going to be revealed to you. I'm not going to be there. It'll be between you and whatever is happening, whoever's revealing. It'll be your thing. Just don't have no fear, because once you start asking, you get answers. Some people get scared of the answer. Brace yourself. Be ready for the unlikely visitor. You know what I'm saying? The unexpected visitor, the unlikely visitor. Pay attention to that random homeless person. They're not random. What else? You start lining up, you will be noticed. But don't believe me. All right? Don't fall into psychosis either by just trying to make shit up in your brain. Just pay attention. You need help with that? Get you a journal. Anytime something happened, write down exactly what happened so you don't have to suffer from false memories overlapping with what's real. That can cause psychosis also and delusion. Write down exactly what happened if you need help with it. I don't need help. I be knowing what the fuck happened. I'm not saying everybody like that. You want to start off, get you a journal. Something occur. Somebody walk up to you and say, yo, you don't need to worry about your purple shoes. And keep walking. And you know for sure the dog ate your purple shoes at the house. Soon as you get to the house. This nigga walked up on me and said, don't worry about the purple shoes. How could he have known about the purple shoes? Write that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because you start documenting your own travel. Nobody can make you crazy to you. You not only remember what you experienced, you done wrote it down. Write the dates. Put what happened and go on about your business. Don't even worry about it. You want to know why? Because once you keep moving, that let them know you're ready for another sign. You ain't gonna get stuck on one. Like centers. When it's time to rotate, you always got that one person don't want to move to the next fucking center. Go ahead. My time to play with the toy. Shit, go to reading. Y'all didn't have centers, did y'all? I had centers. Georgia had centers. Some people go to reading, then you go play with the toy, then you go play with some water and some sand and shit. The sandbox. Then you play with Legos. Remember the little colorful bears? Play with them. I don't know why the fuck we like those. It's just fucking colorful bears. We just put them in rows and shit and count it. It was exciting as fuck. Be ready to move on after you get your degree. They give you that sign, go ahead and move. No fish and food porn. What the hell is food porn? That shit made me want to throw up what you just said. What? Probably not. If you got to put porn on it, maybe don't fucking do that. But nah, I don't eat fish. I don't eat any meat. I tried to eat salmon, I think it was last year, or early in this year. I think it was last year. I tried to eat it, but I got nightmares. I couldn't do it. Videos of food. You that hungry? Hey, check this out. Check go eat some, right? What the hell? Nah, I ain't lying. Sometimes you do want to just see what the hell they making. What the hell this nigga making? Oh, he got the bread. Okay, who you finna? Sandwich. Oh, he done flipped it. What done made a sandwich cupcake? I know how you get caught up in that. Nigga that got caught up in that a few times. What the hell? I don't need to eat this shit, but let me watch some fried. What you finna? You don't put no damn. It might do be good though. You don't got a problem. Only way you know you got a problem is if you actually sit there and watch that shit and then send it to somebody. If you sending people food videos, there's a rehab and a hell for you. Did you know that? There's a rehab and a hell. And don't call me. I ain't vouching for you. Faze, you know me. Yeah, I know you a fucking creep. Go to hell. But then I put people on to your music. I did that. Hey, I never knew you. You said the fucking food video though. I can't co-sign that. Yeah. All right, y'all hold the rope. Hold on. 7 days. Yeah, you can fast too. Now fast and be careful. Just be careful. Fast responsibly. That's why I had to tell people don't be trying to do no 40 days, none of that. Fast responsibly. Yeah, I never knew that. What you talking about? That's creepy. You can watch it. What the fuck you sending me it? Look at this food. What do you mean, look at this? Look how it's made. Get your ass out of here. Don't you just like how it's crispy? I don't fucking... Know this guy, I promise. Yeah. Stay in tune to the best of your ability. That's what I'm saying. Don't let that world get you down. It's just a fucking world. Don't let it get you down, though. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. But don't let it get you down. Gotta share the recipe. Don't share no damn recipe. Don't share no recipe to me. I'm gonna block you. I don't want no recipes. Don't you want to know how to make it? No, they already fucking made it. Why I need to make it? All right, any other questions? Sisters, y'all already, those of y'all who wanted to get in, y'all should have already got in by now. The brothers, I think y'all time already done ran out. If I miss your message, just message me again. Or text the number. Questions, any questions? You can ask me anything right now. Boy. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. I don't see no questions. Y'all stay up. What does that symbol mean? You got to endure. You got to endure. I'll show you along the way. I'm joining the Navy. Any advice? No, because I never joined the Navy. You know, and I don't want to say too much that, you know, you said you're joining it. You didn't say I'm thinking about joining it. So I'll just say, you know, be safe. Hold your head up. I won't teach about this sign right now. No. You want to know how you're going to get what's happening with this sign? You got to endure. I'm not doing none of the outright teachings with certain things. You see what I'm saying? Somebody asked me about another sign, another symbol. I think it was the same symbol. Somebody asked me about this symbol before. Didn't I say the same thing? One of the brothers asked that, and I said, you have to endure. That's how you'll learn what this is, because certain things I'm going to show you in person. Certain things I'll communicate with you when we're in a Telegram group. But it's a reason for it. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Certain things you just can't give all out. Yeah, I know what it is. And a part of the power of the symbol is not telling it all at once. But once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. There's so many different pieces to it, too. I say study it. Study, ask what it means to you. Maybe you'll get it. What else? That's it? Why did you say fuck what you used to love? I don't know what you mean by that. You got to specify. Can light have a physical form? If so, would it have a shadow? That's a good question. It would depend on whether or not you could cause a photon to become dense enough to hold a matter state. Other than that, it's a good question. Biophotons could possibly have a shadow if you were able to cast light on them. So research biophotons because human beings have them in them. A beam of light, concentrated light, could possibly have a shadow, which it would be a form of some sort, a laser or whatever. If you concentrate a beam, it could have a physical form of a shadow. In all actuality, photons is still physical. So it just depends. It's a great question. How can you identify you're going through a lesson or an endurance challenge? How can you, if you had to ask it, you are. That's how. This, and especially this late in the game, if you got to ask it, you're probably going through a lesson or an endurance challenge. If you wondering, am I being tested? Yeah, you're probably being tested. If you ever wonder, is this a test? Yeah, you're probably being tested. It's a test. But what isn't? What isn't an endurance challenge? Think about that. What isn't a lesson? You wake up in the AM, it's not an endurance challenge. No matter what you got to do that day, it's still an endurance challenge. Even if you got to get up and get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's still a challenge. Depending on who you are. Or how you are. I be worried about myself. Because I'm one of the ones who sit up and just sit there like. I be worried like, I don't think I like clocking in the earth. The other night, I got killed in another realm. And I came here, and I was like, it's like, how the fuck did I end up here? Why am I don't think I like clocking in the earth. I'm worried about myself. I'll say that. Shit, I had to be sitting up like, man, fuck. All right, here we go. Oh, shit, here we go again. I'm not saying everybody get up like that. That's just me. That's just my life. Some of y'all probably hop up like the Disney movies. The sun is in the skies. Shut your bitch ass up. Get the fuck out of my room with all that shit, nigga. You don't think I know the sun in the damn sky? Close the blinds. Fuck we got a light switch for? You don't like the sun? Nigga, I like the sun when I'm outside, nigga, not when I'm in the fucking house. The sun is in the sky. You don't get your bitch. You want to join them? Get your bitch ass out my room. Yeah, I don't like clocking back into this bitch. That shit be crazy. Niggas be like, you need to be thanking God for another day. Why? Someone's having a rough morning. Rough life, nigga. It didn't start this AM. Hell, roll this cheerful ass nigga, man. Thank God. Call him for me. Call him. I got something to say. I got some words for him. Thank God for waking me back up for this. Nigga be saying it like you just gonna know the difference. What if your ass snip up out of here and just be somewhere else? You don't get to sign back in. Yeah, man. This shit be crazy. Niggas don't understand. Niggas wake up with a headache already. That'll already piss you off. Why do I gotta? I ain't even did nothing. Why the fuck do I wake? Why do I need to wake up with a headache? What am I doing? I just woke up. I'm out of here. I done tried to wake up with the sun is in the sky, all that. I tried. Realized I wasn't even singing it. I was growling, the sun is in the sky. Stumping this shit. Hell no. Nah, that shit pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? These ain't the old days. The old days, grandma used to be cooking. Yeah, shit. You only reason why you stand in the bed because you waiting till you hear them clacking and swapping of the pan stop. That's why you ain't got up yet. Now ain't nobody in the damn kitchen cooking when you wake up, nigga. You don't hear that pan shit no more. Clink, clink, clink. Shit, nigga, you used to hear all that shit. Sink faucet. Hey, man. You used to smell the pancake. You smell everything. Eggs, sausages. You used to smell that shit. And you, why? Why we all did the same shit? We just laid there. Till the food was done. Now you get up. Ugh, shut your stupid ass up. You ain't yawning. Hey, Granny, you cooking? Be quiet. Sit your ass down. That's how the days used to start, man. Damn. You don't smell nothing. You just get up. Especially you a man. It's just like life, like, come on, bitch. Man, what the hell? Come on, bitch. Time to get up and do things. I was on a swing in my dream. Ain't no dream no more. You don't even got a swing set. Look out. Look out there. It's time to get up. Remember bills? Responsibilities, nigga. Remember everything? Remember everything? Shit. I think niggas be so mad when they dream get cut off. Hey, bro, this should be the most terrifying shit ever when you know your dream ending. That's how you know, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Nah. She did not just call my name. Hey, Dream, stop. It's not me. No. Omari, no. Omari, get up. You got school. Yo, man, what the hell? Shit, you ever woke your mama up? You ever woke your dad up? Shit, boy, it be like them damn movies, don't it? When the giant getting up and the shit be snapping off on. I ain't used to get it. I'm just like, wasn't you just sleeping or something? Like, just get up. I get it now. Boy, do I get it now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for any time I tapped you. Shit, they having a bad day. Tell everybody finna have a bad day now. we finna have a bad day at school. You done saw us off, and I guess you just stand there at the door and just wait for us, like we in the movie Obsession and shit. And when we get back, we still having a bad day because we woke you up, huh? Boy, I get it now. Don't fucking wake me up. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nightmares. I don't have nightmares. I be having good ass dreams. I just be doing stuff. Every time I go, I just be doing, just traveling, doing shit. And then I just wake up and be like, man. You ever had that good ass dream? Like, really like that good ass dream? Like, it's like you in a life. Like, you are in a life. Like, you just in a life. Like, what the hell? Boy, I had a dream I owned 7 blocks. And I checked my bank account. That bitch said $448 million. I had a lion, nigga. There was a lion in the lobby. I had a secretary and a lion. Big ass lobby. I said, what the hell? I had to wake up and shit. I felt the dream fading. It was fucking depressing. You know when you can feel it, like you start looking at it, wait a minute, no. That's when it become a nightmare, nigga, when you realize you waking up. Shit, I go from a dream into a nightmare. No. Tell me no. Hold my hand. Don't let me go. Don't let me go back. They be looking at you confused as fuck, nigga. You still standing here. No. Don't let me go. Gotta wake back up. I been having some fire dreams, man. Couldn't believe the dreams I had. Then they gotta wake up and shit. That shit crazy. Yeah, my dream always have been on, have me on different planets. Yeah, that's fine. I've been on different planets too. Better than this one, I ain't gonna lie. Having millions and shit, wake up salty. Exactly. Hey, wait, have we all dreamt about millions? It's kind of fucked up. Niggas be like, in your dreams, we be like, yeah. I'm living the lifestyle niggas dreamed about. Shut your bitch ass up. Why you so mad? No, you don't have to say that. It's just he don't have to say that. Nigga be telling the truth like a motherfucker. Shit, nigga. That's crazy. Nigga be on jet skis and shit. Wake up in bills. Well, never gotta pay no bills in no dreams. If you paying bills in your dreams, nigga, hey, I don't have nothing to say. If you go to sleep and you worry about bills, and you wake up in a dream and the dream is about bills, and you come back to some bills, nigga, I can't help you. I can't help you. There's nothing I can do. You're the problem. You the problem. Ain't nowhere to go. The dreams is the one place where you get a break. That's where life is nice to you for a minute. I don't know why. It's like a sick joke. Dreams are the original pranksters, nigga. That's like, you be thinking shit be real as fuck, don't it? Psych. Dreams is the original psych. Dreams is the original, what's the dude name? You got pranked? Ashton Kutcher or some shit? That's Dreams. That's where they got it from. I'm talking all this shit. I know Dreams finna fuck with me. As soon as I get, they finna just do some shit. I done talked a lot of shit. Dream can't wait for me to go. I had a dream. We went into a UFO and into the new earth. It was beautiful, way better than here. That sound fire. I done had a few of them. I think I left too, though. It was salty as fuck. But I wasn't really salty. Like, I was happy people had made it. I got left in a few of my dreams. I ain't see the ship leave, but I knew I must have got left because there go that meteor, and I'm not on no ship, so I done seen the meteorite hit this bitch. I talk shit, but I know he ain't tripping. Malachi telling the truth. I done seen it. That motherfucker be looking pretty as hell. I done seen that big ass orangish yellow glowing ball hit the planet. And I'm standing there looking at it while it come down with a long ass smoking tail. And I'm like, that's big as fuck and that's fucked up. No ships picked me up. And then you know what I'm saying? I just accepted it. I calmed the people around me down and just, yeah, here it come. What we finna do? I ain't finna run. I got the time. I was actually kind of happy that it was ended. Yeah, I got left before. Y'all ain't never got left? You say you put people on screaming y'all knew come back? Shit, I ain't screaming y'all knew come back. Nah, hell nah. You gonna leave me? Go ahead, leave me there. I'm screaming y'all knew come back. Yeah, no, come back. He know he doing. What you leaving me for, nigga? That be fucked up. Niggas just overlook your damn name on accident and shit. Cause they people like us, nigga. See what I'm saying? And they gotta do the roll call 3 galaxies from here. Speedy. Speedy? Who the fuck is Speedy? Speedy, he was on here. Nah, I didn't see no Speedy. You didn't see no Speedy. Just a whole generation just left on the planet. Just left. Niggas left a whole lineage. They got to rewrite the story. And the 11 tribes. Shut your stupid ass up. Where the 13th one at? Where the 12th? Nah, that will be heartbreaking, but I ain't gonna be tripping. I ain't gonna trip. I'm not saying I'm gonna get love. Y'all tripping. I'm just saying, if I did, I ain't into all that. All that. I'm just gonna be like, bro, this shit gonna be fire. Like, what you talking about? Either way, it's gonna be fire. They talking about balls of fire, nigga, hitting it, planting, nigga, that fire as fuck. I don't care what nobody say. Just put me in a place where I can see it. I'm the nigga that's, I'm Charlie from the 2012 movie. That shaman who was sitting there beating the drum. You know what I'm saying? When them bitches were falling down, that me. I'm gonna start rapping. Just start freestyling about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna do something like, while it's happening, I'm gonna make a tablet. And I'm gonna just like try to like draw what happened for real, so nobody gotta be confused. And I'm just gonna like lay on my stomach and hold the tablet so that when I get destroyed, I'm gonna be clutching the tablet type shit. And then I'm gonna like put my name on it. So like when they find me, cause they'll find me when human beings like be born and shit again. I'm sure they'll be like paleontologists. And so like 3,000 years, they'll be able to find my bones. And I'll be done signed it. And it'll be a language, and chances are they won't know what the fuck they're looking at. But I'm sure they would have got back to naming themselves again, some type of way. They'll find me. And then I'll have on the tablet what was happening, so they don't got to be confused, and show them, you know what I'm saying, that this shit got blown up. Yeah, they'll find my bones. I can't do what everybody else do. I can't go out here. Everybody just gonna be going out like just running and shit and just dying. That's lame as hell. I gotta do some different shit. I'm gonna draw it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else gonna be going out to get TVs and shit. I'm gonna go out and get some clay. I'm gonna make me a stone. Bury myself with it. Yeah. I couldn't have been in the Bible. I would have been doing shit that I know is important. All right, y'all. I'm supposed to been get out here. Y'all got the new sign. Boundless. There it go. Take it or leave it. Remember everything I talked about. All that other stuff, don't feed into it. If it's negativity and they got something negative to say about me, don't feed into it. Because I'm open enough for everybody. Anybody got something to say, they could have been said it to me. So it ain't like, no, I'm ducking. They would be ducking. So don't feed into it. Just get ready. And keep getting better, y'all. Keep getting better. Anybody that I'm talking about, anybody I'm talking to, just remember, it's a walk. None of us had all the answers. Like I said in that writing, if I had all the answers, I would have gave them. None of us have all the answers. Just be careful, because you really can lose your way. Be careful. I will say that. Be careful. Because what happened, sometimes you need somebody to grab you, put you back on. Well, sometimes you don't have nobody to grab you, put you back on. So you got to be the one to do it. Be like, oh shit, I was teetering. Just be careful. Because you close. Real close. Do I speak Nuwapic in my inner monologue? I speak Miss Bati in my inner monologue at times. Yeah. But I don't be speaking Nuwapic because it's just a part of that we done moved on past. I still got it. But I don't be speaking it as much as I do Miss Bati because it looked like he be talking, like he speak that, like he writing that. So I'm just aligned with what it is that it look like he doing. That's a good question. Yeah, I speak that sometimes in the and outer when no one is around. I practice speaking out. All right, y'all good? I gotta be off here by 2. I have a big day tomorrow. Any questions? Y'all good? Y'all peep them gears turning and the boundless sign when I put this up. Well, it's some books with the Miss Botsia in the link. Asia, do you know? I think it is. You got to go to 1440 top bio. That's how I know the books are there. I can't remember all of them. I think it's Language of Time, Sabbatic Made Easy, or Sabbatic Made Easy. Start with the Language of Time book. There. It should be in the link. The federal shot. Remember what the master said. Sometimes you're going to stumble. Babies fall. Just get back up. He said babies do fall. Just don't be that one that stumble and then just don't get back on your shit. Like line up. Line up. Line up. That world out there, if it don't make no sense to you, it's because it's not supposed to. If it look weird right now, if you don't even know where the world is at right now, like if you think about it right now, like where is this shit? Like what is even significant on this plane? If you one of those, you in the right place. That shit not supposed to make sense to you. You see them, it don't make no sense. What are they even doing? They went from current events to content events. It's like, it's crazy. It's so fleeting. What people value, all that is fleeting. So, if you're one of those people that see it for what it is, you're not alone. Any other questions? It's the one time only. Other than that, we're going right into the degrees. This is your call. Be safe, stay focused. You as well, Moisada. That's how we're at. August 12th, any symbolic meanings with it? according to what Dr. Melikazi York was speaking about, is one of the vortexes that opened after what happened in 1943 that calls for a shift in the time belt. You got June 26th and August 12th. Other than that, it's the Perseid meteor shower. I mean, you could say it's symbolic because of the fact that you will see events in the heavens and look at it as a sign, as in Luke 21:25, we spoke about signs in the heavens. You could look at it that way. Other than that, it's a scientific occurrence. That doesn't mean don't watch, though, because you'll still see those signs. At any rate, it's an extraterrestrial event because those meteors come from outside of the planet. So by definition, those are extraterrestrial objects. So if you want to see some extraterrestrials, look up in the shadow hour. Actually, I think it's starting now through the shadow hour of August 12th. Fading out around the 14th and 15th and 16th. From what I remember. Any ritual work? I don't do that. When it comes to that, I mean, you can make up something for that. No. I would say pay attention more than I say do rituals. You need it in a group, DM me. Can you explain the "You're Not Crying, I'm Crying" song? Yeah. It's kind of like a reverse song. It's like you kind of got to listen to it backwards. But it's just speaking about like being in tune emotionally. When somebody say, "I'm not crying, you're crying," it's like I flipped it in a different way. But when people are in tune with the emotional plane, they're observing those emotions and what is surrounding those emotions. The events surrounding those emotions. So it's like to say that, look how far we've come, look how far we made it on this walk. I mean, it's like, it's really an emotional thing. And some of these things are sad, happy, joyful. And in the end, if you notice, I had some help. To have help is an emotional thing because you ain't had help for so long. So it's like somebody stole my wallet. You see what I'm saying? And the woman in the story says, you know, what she say? Something to the effect of, if you're not buying, I'm buying. And it ends with, you know, you're not crying, I'm crying. There's so many levels and layers to that. One of the levels and layers to that is men usually have to foot the bill and carry the whole weight. And the shepherds usually have to carry the whole weight. And the messiahs usually have to carry the whole weight. To have help is emotional. You know, somebody does something for you, like, it can make you really emotional. So that was holding space for those who may still be able to help and assist me on this journey as all these things are adding up. And so, yeah, it's basically like that. It's just to say it's an emotional time, to acknowledge that emotional time, you know, without breaking down necessarily, but still acknowledging that it's an emotional moment. How can I prevent myself from becoming forgetful? I don't want to be forgetful. Or what do you do to not be forgetful? Well, you may need to set up certain reminders in your life. Give people certain positions to be able to remind you. Put certain things in place. Schedule certain things in your life so that you'll have memory. Set certain routines in place. Put certain routines in place so that you'll have memory. You see, I keep saying memory, repetition. being repetitive in your efforts can also aid and assist in you not becoming forgetful. You repetitively open up certain scrolls in the AM or in the shadow hour, repetitively listen to certain tones in the AM or in the shadow hour in the midday. You see, when you would usually be idling, you allow yourself to tap into those sequences, and those sequences open up new doors. You see, or if you sequence elsewhere, then eventually those doors that you would have opened, they won't even be able to be open, and you'll be teetering. And that's how people, they forget. You see, so you really want to tap into that which is called remembrance. Put it in your routine. Put it in your schedule to do so. That way it becomes more about who and what you are, which is what he was speaking about in the ancient and mystic order of Melchizedek classes or degrees, really. The sacred degrees was that he's not just giving away all these high degrees immediately. He's putting it in certain sequencing that you may remember. And not just remember, that it may become a part of you. That sequencing allows it to happen that way. You see, so you start off smaller and go on to the greater or grander degrees. But you become a part of that. It becomes a part of your lifestyle, your routine. You see? So it's not like you have to try to remember. It becomes first or second nature, as they call it. But first nature to remember. You see? And that takes some time. You got to build it like character. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'll be back. All right. Peace in the Lamb. It's truly wonderful. Divine love.